but that was some good conversation, you know. Alright, let's do this. Yo, Stick This Podcast, episode 258. George, Don, Greg back in the building.
Yo.
I'm excited today. I mean, I don't know, I just feel like podding today. I honestly do. Appreciate everybody who likes, subscribe, share the podcast. Obviously, appreciate, everybody who comments, DMs, sends questions, comments, and all that stuff. Don is here.
I'm here.
I have to ask Don about Locks and Dipset. And you know what? George should have watched this one.
You didn't?
Verzuz ain't for me. I'm not the target audience of Verzuz.
Yeah. Why aren't you? No, why aren't you? Certain Verzuz you should be watching. You should have watched Keith Sweat and Bobby Brown. No, I did.
Well, I mean,
that wasn't you?
Because I watched them all, but I felt a little weird watching.
How did you feel? Wait a minute. How did you feel weird? Don't do that.
Because they're weird. Bobby Brown was up there looking very sad.
Oh, no, they're not weird. They're old. There's a difference. They're not weird. First of all, Keith Sweat
was dressed like...
I think Verzuz are basically
Stacey
just
Adams
like
Samurai.
a way to get the new young kids into the older music. Like I think it's because Verzuz, when Verzuz was set up, I don't think it was set up for like 40-year-olds.
Well, it was set up for we have COVID, we're at home, and it was just strictly IG Live.
See, the only reason why I don't think I think it was set up for all age ranges, not just 40 and 50, because they were trying to go after legacy acts. You know what I'm saying? They weren't going after new acts for the young generation. They were going after, they had Gladys Knight and Patti LaBelle. You think that's for little kids?
Yeah. No, I'm talking about the hip hop stuff. I'm not talking about...
yeah, but...
I mean, even the hip hop stuff is like pretty old.
I think
the very first popular one was Babyface.
You said it was on Instagram. That's a young people platform.
Babyface and Teddy Riley. That wasn't for kids. That was for us.
Yeah, most of them are pretty old. There hasn't been any what I would deem young yet. Now, I will
already
agree.
know them. I'm not talking about that.
I will agree with you that because after all Verzuz, everyone's streams go up, and it ain't just. I mean, it's a lot of us older ones like, man, we go back and listen to it because I ain't listening to Dipset and Locks like that right now on a regular basis.
Me neither.
Okay, not whatsoever. Now, when it came out, who'd you pick?
Oh, you already knew. I said Dipset.
Okay, everybody picked.
It was not even a question to me.
Wait, okay, did either one of y'all see Jesus and Mero's segment on this?
No.
Because if you haven't, you have to go watch it.
I haven't seen it yet.
When they start talking about cats from Yonkers, bam, fell off the couch.
I'll watch it when I go home tonight.
I'm going to go check that out there. Because I say George would have probably appreciated this one more because George is always talking about MC, okay? And thinking about Dipset is way more of a culture movement than it was music, but we didn't know that because I was outside way different than people. I mean, I was in the streets, I was in the club, I was partying, I was doing this stuff. And Dipset was like the stencil of like how we dressed.
Absolutely.
Dipset allowed you to throw on all your patterns, everything you own at one time, and a jacket, and boots, baggy jeans, and sack.
And chains coming out of every pocket.
And diamond gristling belts.
Yep.
We had the most rhinestones ever.
And mad
going
skulls.
places.
Mad
skulls everywhere.
For no reason.
The big earrings, that was that era of generation that sort of was like the staple of like how we all looked. The baggy jerseys, the long stuff, all that stuff. Fabulous made it popularized, but they made it for everybody.
Staple,
you know what I mean? Now, Dipset, I think of the music, it's like that make you feel good, that hype music, that whatever.
Yeah.
Oh boy, on that stage against real rappers, boy.
Yeah.
It looked goofy.
It did.
Now, is it disrespectful to feel in hindsight about somebody? I don't have a problem when somebody else makes themselves look goofy. So if Dipset and Cameron and them start looking goofy out there, I'm like, catch is goofy.
Yeah.
But is it bad that Locks made them look goofy and now I look at Dipset like, man, look at these.
No, first of all, Locks didn't make them look goofy. Jadakiss made them look goofy. That's first and foremost. Here's my thing on it.
Rapping.
I'm a huge Dipset fan. Huge Dipset. I had them winning. I had them, not washing them, but I had them winning, right?
Washing them.
As soon as they hit the stage, I already knew that the Dipset was going to lose. First reason is because they came out on some gimmick shit. When I seen Cameron pull out his little pool lounge chair, I'm like, oh, you about to do that? Yeah, no, we're not doing that. You know what I'm saying?
He was too cool for everything until they lost the audience and they were getting thrashed and they were bagging
and then he had to come out, but by then it was too late. But I'm like, don't get gimmicky. That's what he does. He's from Harlem. He's fly, so he's supposed to get, but don't get gimmicky. You know what I'm saying? And then throughout the battle, they're losing. And then when Ballin's about to come on, Jim Jones goes over to the audience. Some random jeweler comes and puts a chain on him. I'm like, see, you're getting goofy again. Don't do this. And even in the background, you hear Jadakiss going, man, y'all corny for that.
Yeah.
And he was right. So it was super corny what they were doing, and they were losing because of that. And Jadakiss was coming out spitting mad bars, instrumental, not over the music, you know what I'm saying, or over the lyrics.
Now, see, that was the whole thing with this thing. Like, that's why I said George would have appreciated this, because
you would have liked it.
Oh my God! Like, Jadakiss was spitting bars. He has one of the most popular freestyles in hip hop, and he spit that out there. It was like, oh my God! Like, because the audience was like a super healthy mix.
Yeah,
it was like a healthy mix of like our age and like younger-ish, you know, whatever. But bro, when they came out there prepared. They DJ was prepared. Dipset thought Harlem, we just gonna throw in all the clothes.
We here, we home.
We gonna look fly, we gonna talk junk, and we gonna win. But man, when they got down on something, and it's not like a real versus. I don't know if George knows this or not, but it's not like a real versus. Like, it's not like point for them.
Well, no,
it's at home for
now,
us.
I'm gonna be honest. I was taking it, me and a lot of others. I think I was trying to take it as a real versus, because
in the beginning.
When the beginning of this one or in general?
Oh, I meant in general.
Oh no, this one I wanted a point system. I didn't want a celebratory, because I'm like, no, I'm Dipset, so I'm going to prove to people that Dipset's music is, I guess, or Dipset's hits are better than the Lox hits, and I still think that's true.
Yeah, 100%.
But in, I guess, versus history, it's all about how you sell it. It's all about how you perform. You feel me? So the fact that the Dipset came out and they didn't necessarily perform that well, but then Jadakiss came out and, I mean, sharp, poignant, you know what I'm saying? Like, over an instrumental, breath control, amazing, chains glistening, skin glistening, hat, you know what I'm saying?
See, let's talk.
Hey, I'm sorry, he looked amazing.
Look,
they looked fire out there.
When you talk New York, like when you talk New York music and like, I'm sorry, New York in general.
Yeah.
Like, one thing about like the Joe Budden podcast, I used to listen to it a lot, is how they talk to each other. And a lot of times I used to be like, man, they're gonna get to scrapping. But then I was like, you know what, that's the East Coast thing, how they talk. Being on stage and telling cats like right off the bat to suck your dick, I was like,
30 seconds
like,
into it.
They about to get the scrapping. They was like, you pussy. I was like, wait, okay, like, it was a moment where it was like, you knew they was cool. They had little things back in the day. But, like, you know, they was cool, but the words was getting way too slick, way too early. And they was like, oh, you pussy, you a dick and pussy, you. I was like, oh, my God. Like, it was getting wild. They started bagging each other clothes.
Yep.
And then when they made fun of Joel's teeth, and it was like, well, no cats that went to jail to get their teeth fixed, and they pointed at him, I was like, oh, my God. And then when he took Joel's bandana off and threw it on the ground. Yeah. Look, Joel's bandana is a staple in hip hop.
It is a staple.
All right, there's no bandana greater than his besides Tupac.
Of course not.
All right,
yes,
Tupac around the mat and Jules Santana. Only people with that. When they said, I knew, and the battle was over after the freestyle. It was over. It didn't matter. You're right. Dipset songs hit way harder than Lox songs. Us growing up.
Yeah.
Now they're nowhere near better rappers than Style, Chic, and Jada. Not even.
No,
close.
And they're not. And because it's funny, after Jadakiss comes out and spits, I'm talking about lethal bars. The very next one, Cameron comes out and goes, "I get computers Putin," and I'm like, "Oh yeah, fam, and you sound stupid." And here's the thing, I love that song. Love it. Get him, girl. Love that song. But right after hearing Jadakiss spit lethal like that, and you go, I get computers Putin, I'm sorry. It sounded crazy.
He tried to freestyle in Harlem. Manhattan booed him.
Because he can't freestyle.
I would never imagine. It would just, silence, cool. But
he got booed.
Boo Cameron in New York.
He got booed.
There is just certain things that I just would never expect to happen at all. And any, like, if you want to call them legends, I consider Cam a legend.
He's a legend.
Oh, yeah, but he's been around a lot longer than Jim Jones.
But Jim Jones is a legend, too.
Jim Jones is a legend.
Jim Jones has carried
Dipset, legendary
like
MC, but he's a legendary person in the
culture. I wouldn't call him a legendary MC.
But Cameron has been around.
Jim Jones has 0 misses on albums.
You're right.
0.
You're right, but he's not a legend.
Cam has some misses.
No. Oh, no.
Yeah.
What do we call a miss?
Maybe not.
I was gonna say, I'm like,
SBE
slow down.
classic.
I was gonna say, slow
Coming
down.
Home classic.
Everything he's actually put out is not a miss.
Yeah,
he's had a couple duds on the album, but he's never had a miss in terms of projects.
When Dipset got up there and said, man, y'all ain't got no hits for the ladies.
Oh,
and then
classic.
they played,
Fam, he
Mariah
said, what?
Carey, Honey. I was like, oh,
Bro,
my
hit after
God.
hit after hit.
Fam, you can't be no Mariah Carey songs.
No, you can't.
I can't think of besides maybe Janet Jackson could really give Mariah a battle, but you throw on a Mariah Locks Diddy after saying like, man, y'all ain't got no girl songs, and you hear that high, the audience.
Then what are you gonna
lost
do? Yep.
You can't do nothing.
No,
right?
you can't.
One of the greatest, whatever you want to battles, whatever you want to call it. One of the greatest things I've ever watched on just hip hop. I mean, like, I wish I could have been there.
Oh, I wanted to be.
And you watched Fat Joe recap?
Of course I did, yeah.
Like I said, we give Fat Joe a hard time about stuff, but I always say Fat Joe is the greatest storyteller of all.
He's up there.
Time.
He's definitely up there for sure.
I mean, him, Aesop, like I mean Aristotle, like he one of the greatest storytellers of all time. All right, boy, he said Cameron was trying to leave.
I bet.
Fables.
I bet.
Fables. I mean,
all right.
It was incredible though. But like, I feel bad about how I feel about Dipset. I'm like,
did May show up at any point? Did he make an appearance?
No,
he might be a little conflicted.
He might facts because somebody was like, "Ooh, if Locks brought out Mace for
he wouldn't do that to Cam though.
Why wouldn't he?
What are you talking about?
Problems. Like one of
those
them
are like best friends since they were kids.
You're right, but that's why like he just couldn't at all. But like somebody was like, boy, there was a moment they thought Mace was gonna come out for that. Fam, even when
I meant show up like just be there, not doing music.
Oh no, I meant like come out on stage and do it first.
If he'd have did it,
oh my goodness, would have shut it down. Mace might have been there for all we know. Everybody was there. Carmelo was there.
But I mean like they didn't show him on stage or anything.
Nah, nothing like that.
But see, even after all of this, right? This is like you said, one of the greatest verses of all time, one of the greatest battles of all time. I really felt like we were in New York and there was about to be some shit, right?
Gosh.
Then after all is said and done, they announced a tour.
Oh yeah.
So that's why I'm like, oh, was it all kind of just a facade and it was the greatest rollout of all time?
I mean, I think they kind of
they on the PJ together eating grapes.
They still homies, They homies.
They was up in there eating grapes. You know how they do it, all lavishly eating grapes and shit.
Bruh.
I was like, man, come on. But listen, Jadakiss might be the greatest of all time right now.
And you know what? That's what Verzuz does, George. It reminds you of things you may have forgot. Because if you would have asked me my top 10 rappers, I might have forgot Jadakiss.
I usually don't.
I usually don't. I wouldn't have thought about it. I wouldn't have thought about it. But oh my goodness, that was one of the greatest things. I watched that over and I watched it.
I've watched it 3
4
times. Yeah, I've watched it.
They had Michael Buffer out there. Michael Buffer was out there, to do the in this corner, Jadakiss. He did all that. But they were so New York and talking junk. Michael Buffer couldn't even get a word in.
He kept talking as they were like just screaming behind him.
They were yelling, "You pussy!" And he just like this. Are you guys ready, New York? He didn't know what to do. He tried to hit him with the "Let's get ready to rumble" type thing. New York didn't care. They wanted to get it started.
Exactly. And then like every time a song played, another member of Dipset joined on the stage.
Dude, the stage was so packed full of cats.
And they said at one point they're like, "Fam, you got to get off. This stage is gonna collapse."
So they had the most thugs ever.
There are 5 members of Dipset, and there were 73 people on stage.
And Freaky Zeke was goofy.
No, he's got to go.
He got to go. It's not. If you're gonna be the hype man, because Zeke was always the hype man. He had a little bit of some here and there, but being a hype man in your 40s, close to 50s, I mean, he was up there like this.
No, there's a difference between doing a hype man and being the backup dancer. He was J-Lo's backup dancer.
Goofy.
He looked crazy.
And then Jim Jones fell off the stage.
He did. That shit was funny.
I'm like, y'all were discombobulated.
Yeah, that's exactly.
He was like, down the audience. I was like,
and again, it hurt my feelings, bro, because Dipset.
I'm such a huge Jim Jones
high school, bro. You couldn't tell me nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Now, but I even got in the whip. I was like, go put some of this Dipset on. I put on Killer Cam.
Of course.
But Dipset music sounded weird. It sounded a little weird. I put on Jadakiss, Kiss the Game Goodbye.
Oh no, Kiss hits different now. It hits different. It was a good verse.
That was a classic album anyway. Kiss the Game Goodbye was fire.
For sure.
Jadakiss always said top 5 dead or alive.
Yeah.
And that was a real thing. Like people think it's just like, slogan. No, that was a real consideration thing. All right. Like I said, I'm excited for whatever. But you know what I kept seeing, and not to harbor long too on it, I kept seeing people because we agree. Dipset music, depending on the setting, is better than Locked.
It still is. It still is.
It hits different. It's something about it. Not better bars, not better lyrics,
of course
not rapping, not nothing. But the beats and everything for that era, what it was like a very important part of our lives. Somebody was like, yo, they should have just played the music. Like, you play a song and you play a song. And I was like, then what's the point of having the artist there?
Yeah, no.
Like, you could have just had a DJ and they just play one and you play one. No. People were like, oh, performance. Y'all just caught up in the performance. Fam.
That's the whole point.
That's the whole point, huh? Like, if Brandy and Monica up there and Brandy is singing, it does something. Monica was singing. She was singing, but it hit a little different with Brandy.
Because Brandy was out. Bro.
There's a difference. Gladys Knight and
Patti LaBelle.
Come on, man.
Patti LaBelle kicked the shoes off and got to it.
See,
Come on.
that play a song stuff was back with, like, Nelly, Ludacris did one on IG.
I think the last
Babyface, 112, Jagged Edge.
I hated that one.
Was
awful.
I
hated that one. I think the very first one where they started performing was that Beanie Man and
they were in Jamaica.
Who was that?
I can't even think of it. That's a big moment because them cats got them Jamaicans. They got problems.
Oh
with
no,
each
they
other.
got actual history.
Then the police come up in there and they was like trying to shut it down, like on the live, like
actual history. But that was the first one that like where they brought that whole element of performing, but it made it better.
It made it better, and then even when Fab and Jadakiss, that was like one of the early ones too, where they were in the same room and Jadakiss destroyed Fabulous. I used to be a Fabulous fan, but then as I got older, when Rudo came to work with us, Rudo worships Fabulous. And I went back to listen to Fabulous, I was like, man, I hate the word, use the word sucks, but Fabulous is whack.
Wait, like, what?
Don't Fabulous is whack.
You mean today?
Fabulous music is whack. No, it really is. His stuff was like.
Did you listen to Soul Tape? When you went back, what'd you listen to?
Everyone loved talking about Soul Tapes. I went back to listen to everything Fabulous. And
if
I
you
was
listen
like,
to
that still made me shake my shoulder. I did a little something in the whip driving. I moved the shoulders, but I was like, ooh, Fabulous.
If you listen to commercial Fab, you might have an argument, but if there's no competition and the Soul Tapes and all
good mixtapes.
We're not doing Street Dreams. You're not doing that.
After Soul Tapes,
he's not whack.
Soul Tapes 2,
bro. The joint he did with Jadakiss is fire. What are you talking about? Jason versus Freddie.
Oh,
all right. Next topic. See, because you're not doing that.
Jada, Fab rapping.
They both were fire on that. You're not doing that. He didn't listen to it. He's gonna sit there and tell me that Fabulous is whack.
I can't do Fabulous. And Fabulous ain't a public person. So he was up there drunk and like boring. Jada was like, he was going off. It was like, oh, get this over with.
No, you're right. In terms of him, like, but the music, no, never.
Jagged Edge beat Drew Hill?
Jagged Edge can beat Drew Hill.
Drew Hill beat 112?
No. No one.
Drew Hill is very underrated.
Drew Hill's got 3 or 4, maybe 5 solid ones.
3 or 4, 5?
What, more? Drew Hill with Cisco and without Cisco.
Okay, well, I'm not counting without Cisco.
Well, I'm saying.
Fam.
Drew Hill doesn't have that many slappers, and I love Drew Hill.
What?
Man, look.
Fam, somebody's sleeping in my bed, boy.
Okay, that's one. I said 4 or 5 solid ones. You're right. But 112's got actual bangers.
Somebody's sleeping in my bed.
And the remix.
You go home, boy, start an argument with your girl.
Who was here?
Somebody sleeping in your bed.
And it ended up being a girl.
Smashing your shit.
If you remember the video, remember that shit?
Oh, yeah. Good old days, George.
That was tight.
You had to be out there. You had to be outside.
Go watch Verzuz.
You got to go watch. George, go watch his Verzuz. Just for your sheer entertainment. And if you listen to Jesus and Meryl talk about it, you got to watch it. Just to see the dynamics.
That was all the entertainment I needed.
Yeah, but just to see the dynamics of like
them two.
the boroughs of New York. Like, you know how different everyone is in like their boroughs, but like to see like one on stage and the other on stage, and they're so dramatically different from the other. One look like they will shoot you now. The other look like they shoot you now and with a Gucci belt on. Like,
and it was actually entertaining.
It looked crazy. One shoots you on with Tim's and cargo shorts. One shoots you with a Gucci belt and a pink bandana on. Like, it was wild. That was one of the greatest things ever.
Yep, I loved it. No, yeah.
Pickups. Anybody wants to go first? Somebody.
I mean, you might as well just go first since you got that.
Yeah.
Shout out to Digital Groupies, I believe is what it's called. I mean, I always say just made an effort, but I don't know if the camera can see it. I bought One of the shirts.
Okay.
I bought the shirt, and then they sent me an extra one. I bought a shirt and a hat. They sent me an extra one, which I super duper appreciate. So shout out to them. You know, I got the website on the screen and stuff like that, obviously. But
That's actually clean.
I like the super dope shirts. I like them. I will say go true to size. I bought a large, so it's a little bit big. But go true to size on. I think the shirts are super dope, and like I'm gonna buy some more. Like they got stuff that like goes super good with some of the sneakers I got. Shout out to them.
Ooh, I see a box. Unboxing. Beer.
Since you two are already being low-key haters of these.
Not at all. I said they're cool.
Now, for the people who listen to podcasts, I apologize. They always say, like, fam, you do unboxings on the podcast, and you don't even say what it is, because I always cater to the video.
Don't they see what the shoe looks like? Or what?
They listen in the car.
No, the audio.
Driving.
Oh.
So this is the Undefeated Dunk Blue, or was there a name for this? Just blue?
Yeah, just blue.
It's the thing on the top. What's the thing on the top?
Dunk versus Air Force One.
But the brown ones were that too, right?
Yeah, they were.
These are the Dunks, the blue ones. I've already opened this and looked at it because I had to. These joints is too much. These joints is too fire. Let me explain something to you, okay? All right. Let me explain something to you first. All right. I need you to understand this. I need you to be. First of all, I need you two to be way more respectful to this. All right. Now, see, you like the guy who works like desensitized.
Okay.
You see it all.
Oh, that's fair.
So, like, you see from the shoe that sells for $50,000 to the shoe that sells for $50.
That's fair. I still get excited though. But go ahead.
These right here are one of the best constructed dunks I have ever seen. Not the greatest dunk I've ever seen. One of the greatest constructed. All right.
You said the nicest dunk ever.
Oh, this is definitely one of the nicest dunks of all time. Fam, this joint leather on the toe box, that's that leather. That's that leather that, Wilson leather jackets in the mall. That's that motorcycle gang leather right there. The snakeskin, I'm not a fan of snakeskin whatsoever, but everything else around it is done so good that's irrelevant about the snakeskin. Mm-hmm. Like, this is what I talk about with other dunks. They come with one pair of weird laces. You got three. You got blue. You got the yellow. You got the white. The vintage. I don't need no pin. It already did it for me. This back here, this blue, this is soft. What is that? Nubuck? Suede? What do you call that?
Nubuck? Like nice little nubuck.
This swoosh? Don't do that, George. This swoosh?
Don't do what? Everything you're saying, I texted on the thread.
First of all, shout out to the homie who got this for. The homie said, yo, let me see what I can do. And he hooked it up. All right?
Nice.
God has a plan for him.
Okay.
He's going to lead him to something great.
Won't he do it?
Well, I mean, won't he do it? Won't he do it?
Yes, sir.
Fam. Now, the leather tongue, which George talked about, stop it. The leather tongue is immaculate.
It is.
All right, immaculate.
Until.
Don't do that.
Until.
Why do you hate this? This is one of the best new things in sneakers to me.
It's not, man. It's tacky.
How is it tacky? You can't even see it.
You can feel it.
If you don't stop.
No, I'm not going to stop. You know why? I'm sick of this. I'm so sick and tired of the foam on the tongue. I'm going to say it.
I love that.
It's whack on that. It's whack on all the off-whites. It's whack.
You smoke it.
I'm not smoking.
This suede is so good that it's shedding. You don't see suede that good. Fam, look at the gray particles. The particles, it's shedding, it's so good. It's on the bottom, it's so good.
He needs a lint roller.
The midsole is so good. This joint is immaculate. If we did Dunk of the Year, this would be up for Dunk of the Year. Not even a question. Period.
It probably would be.
This joint, pictures and everything that came out, it was like blue, purple, like, I don't know about that. It's a little, I don't know about that. I'm in camera. I feel like I'm a little off. I'm not. Fam. I mean, I can't describe them more. Now,
I like them.
I'm going to say it. Come on.
I said I like them.
Yeah, but you downplayed it.
No.
And you did too.
I said they cool.
You said nicest dunk of all time.
I didn't say of all time.
Yes, you did.
I said one of the greatest constructed dunks ever. Put together dunks ever.
I literally just
pulled it up. The Undefeated in the back on this nubuck. This ain't that Jordan Retro nubuck. This is that OG nubuck we had in like 92.
Yeah. You said this verbatim. No
verbatim.
Joke. This Undefeated dunk might be the nicest dunk I've ever seen. That's what you said.
Nicest dunk I've ever seen. Not the greatest dunk I've ever seen. And we've seen some nice
here
dunks.
We go. That's a synonym, okay? It's the same thing.
First of all, everything you said about the shoe at first, I texted on the thread.
No.
Yes, I did.
You said this dunk is really nice, but
no. I texted all the pieces of things that you just said.
You must have texted to somebody else.
Leather tongue. No, I didn't. I sent it to you, Rico, and Andy. I said, number one, this is the best snakeskin ever used on a shoe because it's soft. It's not that super hard snakeskin. And then I said the tongue is leather. And then I didn't know it came with 3 laces. That's the one thing I didn't mention. Yeah. And then the I think I also said something about the nubuck being nice too.
Authentic. All right.
They're definitely nice.
I don't like your tone.
I don't know what you want me to do.
They definitely nice. You definitely desensitized.
I'm probably going to use those cream laces on something else.
I like them. So. I was going to say super
I'm putting the white ones in this. So I'm going to throw the white in it. Now, this is a little bit more yellow than I expected. So I'm thinking maybe I got to throw the yellows in there.
Looks better to me.
But I think I might have to throw the white in there. I don't know. I might throw all 3 in there and treat them like Sakai's, B.
You like those yellow midsoles?
I love that.
I was just asking.
You don't. Because you didn't like it on AJKOs, I don't think.
Nope.
Why?
I don't know. I'm not the whole pre-vintage thing. It works. You know what it is? I think it's just a gimmick.
It's getting my mouth.
I think it's just I think it's just a gimmick that they got to relax with. When they did it on the first like AJKOs and like the Air Max 90s, I'm like, all right, you know what? Cool, I get it. But then it just became a thing.
How many things? George said that. That's played out. I'm like, how often did y'all see
both
this?
Off-White 5s. Does it have it?
The what?
The both Off-White 5s.
No. People taking shoes and making them vintage is played out. Not manufacturers making shoes like that.
I think it's played out too. Both Off-White 5s. Do they have that pre-yellow shit? Yes, they do. Outsoles, pre-yellowed. That. Other midsoles, all AJKOs. I'm kind of over that gimmick. Now,
those AJKOs dropped a really long time ago to be over it.
Okay, well that was initially the first one, and then they just kept doing it.
It came out that way.
That was not constructed that way.
What, AJKOs?
What do you mean?
No, AJKOs original OGs came out yellow, didn't they?
No.
Oh, I don't remember.
But that's neither here nor there. That is tight. I like that shoe. It is dope. I can't stand the tongue, but I do like that shoe.
Well, no, yeah. Don's talking about in 85 or 86 or whatever when AJKOs came out. They weren't pre-yellowed.
The reason they were in.
No, they weren't yellowed in.
No,
but
the reason they
did
were
it
done to make them look vintage.
Which is cool the first couple times, but then they got carried away with it.
The suede is shedding on me.
I like it. You need a lint roller. I said it.
Disrespectful. Y'all.
I'm not. I like the shoe. Do you like the Air Force?
I haven't seen one in hand yet. Okay. I was hoping I would get an Air Force too.
I'm asking you and not George because I already know what he's going to say.
No, last week I said the color blocking is nice. You know I'm not going to wear the shoe, but the color blocking is nice.
You're not going to wear any shoe, but that's tight. I like it.
That Air Force One is fire.
It is. I need them for retail.
I think them joints are. You didn't try? Did you try?
Of course I tried.
I feel like everybody.
I can't hit, bro. I'm telling you. When you ask me, hey, pickups, I don't really have any. You know why? Because I can't hit shit.
What they going for? Air Force Ones?
The second one close to like 3.
Oh, they that high?
Yeah, they might have dropped a little bit, but when I checked the other day, they were at like 3.
Look, I do want to get the Air Force One.
I mean, I didn't bother because our pairs were already in the mail. Like, ooh, mine showed up on Saturday.
Tell them I didn't bother because my pair's in the mail.
No, because Andy was like, "Oh, you guys can get on there and still get them. They're sitting." And I was like,
8.5 sat on there for quite some time.
I just assumed the prices would be like resale would be nothing since he was kept on.
Let me double check because last time I looked, they were like around 3, but that was also on the weekend.
Yo, if you're listening to the Sneak Dip podcast, get you one. Get you one. Man,
I would have never guessed that just based on the fact that he was like, they're sitting. And maybe, sometimes a website can look like it has pairs and it doesn't really have pairs, so that's possible.
I might be able to get a pair for like $240, $250.
I also grabbed a human-made backpack. Shout out to Simple for sending that. That joint's coming from, I don't know what, Tokyo, Shanghai, Japan. I don't know what's coming from.
You paid like $12,000 for shipping, B.
Okay, yes, and what is that, yen? It was like, it came out to about, what, 21?
I'm surprised you didn't say anything because you would normally say that. $12,000 for shipping!
I always highlight it and put it in Google, see what that means.
Oh, now you do that?
I do that all the time.
Just in case?
Just in case, because I'm like, yo, that joint was like, the backpack was like $20,000, shipping was about $12,000 or something. I was
about to max the credit card out.
And Simple was like, because me and Rocio after dinner, and Rocio was, I got to cop this backpack now because we haven't did our budget money yet, and I'm copping this backpack now. Plus the bathroom is just is out of control. I don't even talk about the bathroom anymore. So I had a copy. I want the blue one too. I copped the green one. Shout out to Simple for letting me know about that. I think that's all I got. George, you grab anything this week?
I got the same blue dunk.
I should have wore it today.
I don't see why you didn't. It's tight.
I don't know if I said it last
Tone
time.
is this is crazy.
Hey, I mean, I can't lie. I like it. It's cool.
I mean, if you want to, I mean, you should. This one got Kevlar right here behind the swoosh. Huh? Look at that. That's not that nonsense that y'all be seeing on the internet. No, this is that real stuff in hand. Shout out to Undefeated.
When is the last time you got excited about a shoe like this? Because you gassing it.
Oh, I haven't been excited about a dunk like this whatsoever.
No,
because
a sneaker.
oh, I've been excited about sneakers like this.
Probably a Mosh shoe.
But dunks?
okay.
No, I'm also. I'm in years when I came in here in the studio. Them Jones was magical.
No, because now
you
you're starting to talk down on them.
No, I said they sneaker of the year. It's slipping. Not
That's
talking
the
down
second
on it.
time
It's
you.
But
fire.
slipping because something else is going ahead of it, or
Because
I mean, if it slips from one, that means something else has to be one.
There's nothing
so.
this year so far that's come out that's better
not
than
come
that.
out yet, but I saw some detailed pics of that Alele May 14. Oh my!
Oh, no, it is
goodness,
tight.
no. Oh my! That
It's not a top
green.
10 shoe.
It
Wait till
has
you see it in person.
It has the potential.
Wait till you see it in person.
It's not
that
top-
jade green on the thing looks like real jade.
It's a Jordan 14. It's not a top 10 shoe.
You see, that's why I got that one question on the docket today about Jordan 14 because people have been mad disrespectful to the other Jordans because of Jordan 1s. Don't even say
Jordan
something like that.
14s are fine. I grew up with
Jordan
Jordan
14s
14s.
are a top 5 Jordan of all time.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
A top 5 like model?
Top 5 model.
You're insane. They're nice.
Top 7 or 8, but not top
10?
5.
No.
You can't say that because you'd have Jordan 8s in your top 5.
No, I don't.
Who will be your top 5 Jordan models?
Off rip 5 for me.
5? I'm not even gonna argue that.
1, 2, 3.
2?
Oh wait, let me take not 1 or not 2. 1, 3,
3, okay.
4.
Okay. What
And
you
then-
got? Come on.
11?
14.
11?
Oh no. Well, see now he might be right. It's either
11?
13. It's
I
either
don't
no.
know.
Hold on. It's either 13.
I don't
or
know
14
about
for
11
me.
no more.
I'm not doing 11.
I don't think I would.
11's played out.
One of the greatest and iconic.
Stop.
Wait, are
What
you saying my 5 or 5 in general? Because if we're saying 5
I'm
in
talking
general,
about 5 in general.
well then you do have to put 11.
I mean, I would.
No, then it does have to be 11.
But I'd probably take out, I don't want to say because people get wild mad. You take out a
5s
3 or a
and
4.
6s are higher. Don't do that. Just because you're not wearing them, don't do that.
6 will be in there. It's the first one he won.
If you're gonna do top 5, that are it's 1, 3. It's 1, 3.
14s might be about
4,
8 or 9.
11, and then for me 5. You can 5, 6, whatever. But 11 has to be in there before 14. That is true. My personal favorite, I'm doing 14 before 11.
Okay. Okay. All right. No, you don't do that because you be disrespectful to 13.
You said
disrespectful
top
to 14.
10 of the year. I don't disrespectful for 14s. No, I love 14s.
Terracotta 14s. Fire.
You know how I feel about them.
Fire.
Absolutely.
Well, what point are you trying
It's
to make?
one of the top sneakers too of the year.
I think that came out last year. Oh no, 13.
That was Terracotta 13.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Terracotta
14 came out
14s this
earlier
year
this
is one of the
year, yeah.
top of the year as well.
I agree.
I think if you
There
went back
is-
and looked, you wouldn't even be in your top 25.
George, there is not.
I put that on my list when I was here a couple weeks
Yeah,
ago.
there is not one bad 14 that exists besides 2 Ferraris that were red and yellow, and maybe if you want to say that black one that had like no seams, it was like very smooth.
There's a lot of
whatever.
stuff that you're not even thinking of right now. That
No, I'm not.
Yes.
14s are fine all the way across the board. There's not even a question. And 13s, but 13s you mad disrespectful over
13s
all the time.
suck.
No,
He's
they
out of
do not.
control,
No, they
you're out
do
of
not.
control
13
today.
suck, 9 suck, 8 suck, 2 suck. Of the top 14. All the rest
not
fire.
suck.
I will say 9s. Ooh, I cannot do 9s. I don't know what is
All
about a
those
9.
numbers I just said suck.
9 might be one of my least favorite out of every
You
one.
disrespectful 12s. And maybe a little 10s.
No, I said 12s are slipping.
and
12s are
and
slipping.
maybe 10.
Don or 12 slipping?
No.
Don, think of 12.
Yeah, two can play this
no,
game.
you can't do that. He's right. No, he's right.
12s are
Don't
slipping.
do that. Don't.
12s are slipping.
How?
You want to talk about athletic boots? 12s are slipping.
How?
What's better, 13s or 12s?
13s.
What's better, 12 to 14s?
14s.
no,
No, but that doesn't mean it's slipping. No, that doesn't mean it's
What better,
slipping.
12 or 11s?
To me?
To you.
12s.
Don't do that.
To me.
Don't do that.
I wear a 12 over 11 any day.
You might wear 12 or 11, but
A Taxi 12 I will wear
Do you
over a
own any
Concord
12s?
11. Huh?
Do you own any 12s?
Of course.
Okay.
Taxis, flu games.
I got flu games. And that's it.
I'm sure I got some other.
I got French
Black and
blues,
University
too.
Blue. Yeah, I got a few. I love
Oh my
12s.
God, cherry reds too. I got a lot of weird stuff.
Come on, man. Don't do that.
Oh no, man.
I like how you played that. Well played.
Yeah, because still controversy.
Yeah, me.
What else you got? That's it? What else you got?
Yeah, I think I got something on Yeezy Day, but I don't know if they said that last
Yeah,
show
you
or
said that
this.
already,
Yeah, because it didn't even ship until like Sunday or
I
Saturday.
think everybody was talking about the
Ridiculous.
ship and stuff. Like,
Slowest shipping I've ever seen in my life.
what you caught, man? Don?
I ordered some stuff, but I don't have it yet, so don't necessarily say in the event that I don't get
Is that
it.
a possibility?
Oh, I know what he's saying.
A small possibility, but
It wasn't ordered from like End or Foot Locker. or
yeah, so we'll
anything.
see. I put in an order, and if I get them, I'm gonna be happy. So I'll let y'all know when I come back.
Oh, nothing else though?
No, honestly, nothing. I can't hit anything. I've tried. I even tried for the Space Jam pack stuff on sneakers.
Yeah.
The Air Forces I tried for, couldn't hit that.
Really?
I can't hit anything. Nike sneakers does not like me. They won't even let me get the bullshit people don't want.
I mean, I got the reserve your mid crack backboards
Orange mids?
today, whatever. Orange toes, whatever.
Should've bought 'em.
The funniest thing about Nike sending out that thing for this is how you get early access, and then Simple got it. You know, Simple ain't on there clicking all them buttons and doing all that stuff.
No.
I tried.
I don't believe any of that stuff. That's garbage.
You should.
But believe all that. You heart this. Watch the video
I
for
believe
that.
it. Do you know why?
No,
The only reason why I know why I believe it is because I see people at work doing that. They just have their phone up, and anytime a live stream comes on, they just hit the like button until the little fire flames come up. You know what I'm saying? They heart everything, they like everything, and then
that
2 days
flame-
later,
that flame goes.
it do it, and then 2 days later they cop shit.
That's just the luck of the draw.
No, it's
man.
not.
I don't believe in that.
I
man.
believe it 1,000%.
Man.
It's
Listen,
real.
It's too large of a population trying to where you base it off of that. Like, even if you got half of the people that try regularly
That is a hard word to say. Regularly
to do
Ooh,
all
my
that
body
stuff.
But here's the thing: Nike sent a statement out about it. They put it on sneakers.
I don't believe that stuff Nike. I don't believe in
No.
that stuff Nike be saying.
Okay, that's fine, but it's still valid. The point is still valid because they actually went to the links to post that.
No. The point is, we now got all y'all watching all this goofy nonsense that we create because we couldn't
Yeah,
get
but
y'all
we
to
don't-
watch it at first.
Yeah, but who? Nike's gonna make money either way if we watch it or not. Who cares?
Yeah, everybody needs something additional in their life. We don't care how much money Nike makes. Nike makes the most money to stop bots if they really wanted to. Nike makes the
No,
most
but that's
money
not what
to
I'm talking
do-
about. What I'm saying is like them putting them stupid videos up about like what's the delivery? What's the videos where they drop it off? The drop off.
Yeah, the drop off.
The
Kick
grills,
check.
what's in
Us
your
watching
closet.
that isn't gonna make them any more money.
It's not gonna make them nothing. It does whatever they needed to do. It does something. Okay?
I don't think so.
It does something. Okay, maybe is it bringing in millions?
Just the person
No.
who's watching it
But
extra
you know
wins.
what? If like what?
It works. I'm
How
telling
many
you.
people be watching that stuff? Like 16,000 and stuff like that. The grand total of people that be like tuned into that even for a little while. I think I saw one where it was like 82,000 had like looked
the
at
live
something.
videos?
Yeah, like when you're looking at it, it say like 6,000 on, but then like as many drop off and drop on and
Yeah.
drop on. It was like up to like 49 or something, and I'm like, it does something. Now, is it bringing in the bags with the dollar signs on it? No, but it's bringing in money, and that app has to hold some type
But
of
they,
more value
why? They don't
besides
do
just
advertising on it.
Sneakers app is only a drop app. It's not like the other Nike app. The other Nike app is for the website. Sneakers, you can't just have a bunch of things sold out all over it. You need that additional entertainment stuff on there to like solidify the
I'm
value
saying
of having
what's
the app.
the
besides
benefit
they're
to
rich.
Nike, not the
I don't know. I don't know
That's
the
what I'm-
benefit.
that's what I'm asking you.
Yeah, but I'm saying like
There's they don't advertise on it, so there can't be benefit for them.
I'm saying like it has to hold some type of other additional entertainment value on it because there's two Nike apps. Sneakers, I can't go on the Sneakers app and say, kids Air Force Ones, and it'll take me to it. I gotta
Correct.
go on the other one. So if you went to Sneakers app just on a regular, I'm just gonna go on it right now.
No, I
All it would be is
understand that,
full of
but at
upcoming
first you were
notifieds
saying
and
like
sold out.
you were saying it benefits them at first. It doesn't really benefit them. They don't advertise on it.
I think they have to find value in having an app. Like, what do you need a Sneakers app for? You can just drop it on the regular Nike thing. Like,
I mean, no. Technically, they don't need a Nike app. Who shops on Nike app anyways? You just go on the
I
website.
do.
Oh,
I listen
I would
to it all
imagine
the
most
time.
people
I still
go on the
do, yeah.
website because it's like more. number one, the pictures are bigger. You can see what you're buying, and also there's more information. Like on the Nike app, you can't really tell what you're buying.
I go on the Nike app and buy everything.
The Nike app, they cater stuff.
The only thing I've ever bought on the Nike app is when they do a release on the Nike app. That's it. I've never actually copped anything on Nike app. Only on sneakers.
What come out this week, George? Anything? Don,
tomorrow, camo dunks, multi camo, whatever they're called.
Thoughts?
They're okay. I know Simple's gonna like them.
You seen them in person already?
No, I haven't. I sent him
everybody knows Simple as the camo guy.
I mean, that's all he talked about. He wear camo jumpsuit.
I love camo too, man.
No, I mean they seem. I haven't seen them in person, but they seem cool. I mean,
he likes camo and denim shoes.
That's why I got dunks on this list to kind of talk about. Because, go ahead, keep going.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Go ahead.
There's a Vans skate. I guess it's skate whatever mid. Jound, the Canadian.
Oh, them like brown ones.
The Canadian freak.
Nah.
Homeboy with Kanye boy. What's his name?
They were Jound balances.
Off-white man. Isn't he homeboy with Off-white man?
I don't know, man. They all homeboys.
There's two colors. There's a brown one and a black one. Let's see here. Women's Seafoam.
If I was Vans and I said, yeah, Jound, make a collab, and you made a brown and a black one, I think I'd be a little like, well, that's whack. Like, collaborations, like it's literally a brown van.
Yeah.
And a black one. They already got that.
They couldn't have made more than 100 pairs of each one, so it's like it doesn't even matter.
I guess, but come on, a brown dunk? I mean, a brown van? What? Go ahead.
Who knows? Women's Jordan 1 Seafoam. I think the only thing I don't like about the shoe is the laces.
Have you seen it done?
No, I haven't. Let me see.
The point of the laces.
Let me see.
Stumped them.
Oh yeah, no, I've seen that. Yeah, no, you did stump me finally. Yeah, no, I have seen that one. I just didn't know what they were called. It's cool.
It's just like if you take the laces out and put white laces in, it's just like a regular OG Dunk High.
And it's a woman's shoe, right?
Yeah, it's a woman's shoe.
Yeah, it's a woman, definitely woman's shoe.
So fellas, leave it alone.
There's a lot of things everybody should be leaving alone anyways. Like, I see a lot of...
there's a green Jound too.
Okay. Yes, thank you. A green dunk and a blue van, a green van, a blue van, and a brown van, and a black one.
An amazing day of releases so far.
There's not much.
Travis Lowe.
Oh, well,
I thought that was August 13th.
Yeah, that's this week.
That's Saturday.
This week. My bad. Yeah.
Look, I have a feeling.
Now that I saw in hand.
One of us will get it. Oh, you saw it in hand?
Absolutely.
Is it better than the high?
Yes, to me.
Oh, you get it, you keep?
Hell no.
Oh, okay.
You know how much some things go for?
He's trading it for sports cars.
You feel me? Trading for a house. Maybe, I don't know.
They're not as high as they were when we talked about it last week.
Yeah, they're not as high. I think they're like around, 13 now?
I saw something today where it's like resale expectation. They're like 12 to 15 now, and then once people find out how many pairs there are, it'll go down. But
that means nothing.
Just sell it immediately, and you'll be fine.
Yeah, no, I couldn't keep that even if I wanted to. Be irresponsible.
I'm not keeping it. You already know that.
I mean,
I heard you talk last week.
What?
You would actually keep it.
Yeah, like
I don't know.
I just don't like it. I mean,
he don't like it.
It doesn't suck, but I don't like it.
It's tight.
Like,
what don't you like about it?
I like it.
I heard a little bit what you said.
To me, the aesthetically, it doesn't go together. Like, I don't understand how the laces go with the...
It does.
It come with more laces. It got pink ones.
I'm sure.
Once you hold it, you'll be like, damn. Right.
Yeah, you'll think
and
about it.
a cream swoosh on a white background, they don't look
Fam, we
good.
thought the same thing when the first Travis came out. They're like, yo, is that purple or not purple? Is that brown with pink laces? Like, initially, that did not go together. And then you saw it and you're like, oh, that's the greatest combo of all time.
It was a little like, well, brown, pink laces.
No, we definitely
I've seen brown and pink together before, but it's rare.
There's something about this too.
It's dope, trust me. In hand, it's amazing.
The Travis Lowe, when it first came out, I never said it was bad. I liked it from the first one.
I think I probably maybe considered trading this one for the original Travis Lowe, maybe. Because that original Travis Lowe is fire to me.
Just sell it and make your bread.
See, $1,000, I could keep it. 1,000. Now 2,000. Now you just being wildly irresponsible.
You spent $180 and someone's willing to give you $1,000 and you're like, nah, fam, I can't do that.
It ain't about the nah, fam. It's the sneakerhead.
Listen,
Don,
this is me
come
we're
on.
talking
I was
about.
finna say Don. I'm talking to now.
This is you we're talking about.
Okay.
I still hold stuff that people offer me money and I say no.
Okay.
I have Travis House and Lil.
Because Don has always been an OG sneakerhead, ride or die, F you, this and that.
You're right. Until it's triple digits.
Yeah, okay.
Until there's commas involved. And it changes. I'm broke, fam.
Yeah,
exactly.
Mister, look at this lot of cars. Is this a good deal? Yeah, it was a lot.
It was.
Pollen Jordan 1 OG High.
You seen it in hand?
No, I don't think I've seen that one yet. Oh, yeah, we've seen it. Well, no, I actually still haven't seen it. I've seen the box, but I haven't seen the actual
The box is fire.
I would.
Yeah.
The box is really fire.
No, the box is tight.
Yellow Lightning box is fire,
we've
too.
seen a bunch of them stacked up, but I haven't looked at the actual shoe.
I would like to say I would keep those. Last week I did. I want to, but I haven't even worn Michigan Dunks yet. So like I really don't know what I would do with a high. I mean, it's not black and the Dunk is
Those
blue
will be
and
easy to
yellow.
get, I think.
But you think so?
They're not hitting for that much.
I kind of feel like they are. I think they will be. I don't think it'd be like that much of an issue. But I don't know. We'll see.
Which is going to go to your point a little later. On my point.
Bad Bunny Adidas.
Oh, I tried to sell
Triple black.
because the prices on them other ones, I can't believe that. It's a Forum low, which isn't like, I mean, it's a classic Adidas silhouette, but fam.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
Them joints were up to like what, 7 at one point?
8 or 9 for the smaller sizes.
Are they still at that?
I think so, like 600, I think.
Even if you could sell a Forum for $350, $300, $250,
Yeah.
you'll be doing all right. A Forum retails full at $1. That might be retail for like what, $180, $190 maybe. Like,
Let's
come
see.
on, man. Like, there's no way. Like that to me,
Bunny Rabbit.
Come on, I'm trying to sell that.
Yeah, no, for
I don't know
sure.
about a triple black Bunny Rabbit. Looking on StockX.
160 it says is retail.
Oh, okay.
Yep, they'll hit for quadruple.
Anything else, George?
That's it.
Off-white dunks. Anybody get access in here today?
Of course not.
Okay, is this like the last day of access?
No,
No.
it's so there's 50 of them. So they're giving you access, to my knowledge, like every day.
Yeah, I think
for
it's like a month or something.
Oh,
like
sure.
40,
Or
50
10
days.
Oh, I thought
or it
it
could be
was
that,
like.
yeah.
Oh, I thought it was like all the colors. Like I thought
There was only 1,800 pairs that came out the first day, whichever was out yesterday or whatever.
Oh,
I got
okay.
the stock list.
So I thought like all 50. Like to yesterday, you randomly get chosen.
No,
and then they
I
just,
think,
some
to my
more.
knowledge, it's like each color they're giving access to different
shoot.
people. So.
Oh well, no, because Simple sent one. Oh, said it might be multiple colors, not one color. Okay, because Simple got it and it had its colorway on it. It said Sail, Chipotle. I don't know what the other color was. The colors, they had a list of colors.
Chipotle.
And then another friend of mine, his friend got it and he sent the picture of it and it said like other colors.
Oh,
on there.
okay.
So
Maybe that's what
it must
it
be
was
like by like 5 a day.
But no,
maybe
they're
or
giving you
something.
multiple chances.
Oh, okay. Y'all like this version of it? Like this
Do I like the dunk? Ask him first.
well, George doesn't like the dunk.
I don't either.
I don't think it's bad. Like, did you like the other colors? Because he didn't.
What?
The original off-white dunk, the green.
No, it's a dunk. It's fine.
Yeah, I
I
like
just
those
don't
a
like.
lot,
I
actually.
don't like the lace thing on there. I would take the lace off and just wear it as a dunk.
I think the shape of it looks weird to me. It doesn't look like any of the other dunks. Like the toe box seems way bigger and rounder on them.
It is. I held one in hand, and I should have sent a video to you guys, but I didn't know. Like,
I think you did. Oh, these white ones?
yeah, these white ones.
Okay.
I held one today. It was cool. The leather's really, really good. Let me get that out the way. Really good
Oh, yeah.
leather.
I remember from the ones that I had.
Very good leather, like super fire. But yeah, I don't know. It's 50 of the same. They're all white with different stitching and laces.
And they're not going too high right now. I think I
couple
saw
of them going for like
330.
A couple are still hitting. Like,
See, what are the hidden ones? Because you know what? I see a lot of people were talking about the, they pick your colorway for you. They
Yeah.
send you. And shout out to the homie Curtis. And Curtis is the one that sent me the other thing about models of the last 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, man, I hope I don't get a trash colorway if I get one. And I was like, I don't think it's enough color on it to be like, this is trash. If I wanted to keep it, I take any one of them except the black. I
they're
don't care
all
for the black
very
one.
similar.
Yeah, like I get like this piece and the little crazy rope and maybe the sole is like teal, blue,
Yeah.
red, pink, yellow, green, whatever. But like if I got the yellow, I wouldn't be like, oh, shucks. Like, it's not like Fige dropped the 50 Gel Light 3s. Those were all different shades, variations of like colors. So like if I bought that and they sent me the one we got, what was it called? Mystic River?
Oh, what, Ronnie Fige?
Yeah, Mystic, whatever it was. We got the same one. That wouldn't have been the one I would have chose. Like I was trying to choose something that I didn't feel came close to a GR.
Yeah.
When it came with those Fige ones. So like if I wanted the brick red or whatever the colors were, and they sent me that one, okay, I'd be mad because the entire shoe is monochrome one color. These are white.
Yeah,
like
you can't hate them.
You can't hate them. Would you keep them?
If the prices, I mean, if I can quadruple the money, probably not.
Quadruple's a lot. I mean, well, these, what colors are
so? Well, it's a dunk, so that's it's not $200.
So like the one
quadruple a dunk.
The one I saw today. I mean, maybe because it was an early release, but sold for $900. So they can still go for a lot. Number one, it's an off-white. You know what I'm saying? And number two,
$900.
Yes,
fam.
I actually just showed you. If I get one tomorrow, I'll show you. But number one, it's an off-white. Number two, they're super limited. Number three, it's a dunk. You know what I'm saying? Like those three factors are still gonna make these expensive.
I guess, man. I'm okay with them. I would never pay. I don't know what's retail on them. 180.
I think it's 180.
180. I couldn't pay retail for them. I expected any of us to get them. I thought at least George would get a pair or something. He got like 19 phones or whatever. But
now, having said all that,
I'm sure I'll go home today and like one of those burner phones will have the alert from today.
Phones.
Like, here you go.
You want to be on the wire so bad.
I will say I do like the wire. I will say I do like the way that they're releasing them.
Trap phones.
It's kind of something different. I kind of like it.
Bluff sent me a link today,
like
and it worked on my phone. It just said sold out. Now I'm assuming it wouldn't have let me buy it, but.
Oh yeah, I'm okay with this thing. Like, would you be okay with it if it was like they dropped? So when the Sakai's, if they dropped 4 colors of Sakai's, OG Sakai, instead they retro the Sakai's, dropped off 4, and they picked the colorway for you. Would you be okay with that?
Sure.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah, you know what, I would. Why not?
Because they're so different. That's what I mean by that.
It's different. It's something cool. It's fun. I'm cool with it. I'm not mad at that.
Like if they dropped the college pack and they dropped the Michigan and Michigan State at the same time, but they get to choose what they send you.
Yeah.
Would that bother you?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
I'm cool with it.
You saying regular dunks?
Yeah, it's a regular dunk because that's a way different dramatic in colorways. These white with a little piece.
Especially if I'm gonna wear it. Send me whatever. I'm cool with it. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of tight to me.
Okay, I'm all right with it. I'd be heated if it was like this dunk and the brown one. All right.
What if it was like that?
I got the brown one.
That or the Air Force, and they sent you the Air Force. You'd be pissed.
The Air Force is really nice, but like I know I'm not gonna wear the Air Force as much as I would wear this. Like yesterday, I put on Air Force and I was like, "Damn, take it off again, put it back on again, take it off again," and I was like, "Man, I just not comfortable with this yet." Like I love where I look at them, like I'm loving these. I got like 6 this year, so it's like I don't know. I even got a Nike ID one coming.
You confuse me about Air Forces. I want to put
confused too.
No,
man.
and I'm gonna tell you
I'm
why.
confused
Because
too.
anytime he talks bad about Air Forces, you like jump right in. Don't you dare!
Yeah,
and
because he's tall and big. I'm way too little.
But yet you never wear them. So I almost feel like you should be in his corner. And I don't think you do.
I try and I buy them. I just created a Nike ID one.
I know, and I can't wait to see it.
Me too. I'm so excited to see it. Peach 12 with the olive swoosh.
I just want to know why you won't wear them, yo.
It makes me feel smaller than I am.
Air Forces are cracking right now. They're cracking
They really
right
are.
now. They are in these streets.
I'm not a big person. I'm not a tall person. So when I put them on, it makes me feel like what them Funko doll. I feel like a Funko when I put an Air Force One on. I'm like, man, look at me. I'm disproportioned.
Not at all. People gonna be like, those are tight.
Like, man.
Air Forces are out here now. Like, I'm not saying it's a new fad, but it's close.
Like, I get mad at George because George misses out on opportunities to still be able to wear the stuff that we don't wear.
Yeah.
George can put on an Air Force One and it look fire on George.
Yeah.
George could put on a LeBron 7 if he wanted to. It would look fire on George. I'm short and stocky. Like,
It's nothing.
yeah, but like I could look goofy in it. And I wear a 10, 9.5, 10, so like it's a little disproportionate. George missed out on an opportunity to wear a ton of fire because he thinks it's unwearable. Like
They're not unwearable.
If you wear a Jordan 4, you can wear Air Force One.
I've said that before.
It's almost the same thing.
But it's irrelevant because it's two different shoes.
No. But see, Air Force Ones, I don't think you think Air Force Ones suck. You wouldn't wear an Air Force One.
No, they suck.
Oh, yeah, you smoking now.
Suck.
You tripping now.
Come on.
See, I thought you just didn't want to wear them. Now you just
No, he's been saying this since day one. That's why I'm giving shit.
Sucks to George is like, I ain't wearing it.
It's an iconic shoe, but they suck.
They don't suck.
Okay.
Not even close.
It's just like shell toe. Shell toe is an iconic shoe. I'm not wearing it in 2021. It's just not.
I mean, why not? It's a casual shoe. Like, you ain't got to like break down. You got to bring your own wood out and spin on the
Yes, I don't have to bring
Bronx.
12 laces with me on my vacation.
You ain't got to bring it to Verzuz. Like, you ain't got to go out there. Why'd you say 12 laces? Well, don't do that.
What are you talking about? That's what people used to do. It would make it a different shoe.
Yes,
Like,
back in the day. You ain't got to put your fat laces in it. But you can still wear all white or a Rod Laver or a Stan Smith or a shell toe. What are you talking
I
about?
have all of those except shell toes.
I thought about buying the Lego shell toe the other day. I saw it sitting. Come on. But 140.
Yeah, no.
We cannot pay regular price for Adidas anymore, though.
You're not allowed to.
I can't. You're just not allowed to. What else were we talking about? Oh, dunks. That's what I wanted to touch on real quick. Because somebody asked me, they were like, how do we still feel about dunks? Do we still feel as high on dunks as we did starting last year when they dropped? And I was like, man, I don't know. Because I was like, you know what? Don is coming on this week. I'm going to ask him because I feel like the way dunks are dropping right now, they're here to stay forever.
Yeah.
Like, and somebody was like, man, I feel like dunks is going to like start being like Air Maxes on the shelves. You can like decide if you want it or not. And I said, man, a lot of these dunks dropping right now, they're not fire.
Yeah.
They're not must cops. They're not needs. They're not like, ooh, like, they're dropping. I could care less. Those camos, those black camos that's getting ready to come out soon, all them like pastel-y, girly ones, none of them were like, ooh. All the highs, don't need any of those. There are so many that dropped. Are dunks here to stay forever?
Yes.
You think so?
Absolutely.
They're not going to just be like, that's it. We're going to chill. Okay.
All those whack colorways aren't for us, but they're out there. The thing is, they were making the initial dunks, all the Syracuse and the Kentuckys for us, right? And then these other ones, the multicolor ones, the camo, like you said, they made them for a different women, children, other people that I don't care about, the college. I'm telling you.
Other people I don't care about.
Yeah, they made it for everybody. Dunks are going nowhere. It's a Nike low. It's a basic. It's just like a.
Like I said, I consider it like a Van.
No, it is a staple.
Okay,
but
it's been a staple for a long time. It went away.
To me, it's but never.
It went away.
Dunks went away, not SBs.
Oh, okay, now let me rephrase some of the like understand the lingo that we say.
Because actual basic dunks, yes.
I said foams were dead, and people like lost their minds on me in the day. Yo, fam, I saw somebody wear them yesterday. Fam, saying something is dead in hip hop and sneakers doesn't mean it left Earth. Mm-hmm. People are still wearing foams and stuff like that. When SBs were dead,
yeah,
people were still wearing them. I bought a few. So I got De La's and all that stuff like that. We still bought a couple of them. Like we got them in hand. I was like, I don't like this anymore. But like De La's, all that stuff like that, we were still buying some.
Yeah.
FTPC, whatever them joints called. Like I bought China New Year's or whatever them joints is. Like they were out there. So that's not dead. Like dunks to me, SP dunks, sportswear dunks, them actually left.
Yeah.
They weren't being made really either though. So.
Well, yeah, they weren't. But like. Well, okay. I mean, I don't know where you would have found one. Like, I never saw one. I couldn't tell you the last time I saw a sportswear dunk at all before this.
Skate's Instagram page.
Yes, people who never got rid of them. But when's the last time you could legitimately say I was at the store or even looked online and saw a sportswear dunk before last year?
Well, yeah, because like he said, they weren't really making them. And when they did, it would be like a random collab here and there. Like when they did Viotex. The retro Viotex from like 2015 or something like that, around that time.
Oh, they did do a couple of
They did a couple, but I mean, they did a couple here and there, but it wasn't, let's do 80 in a year, you know what I'm saying? They dropped one here and there. I feel like almost like kind of testing the waters, and all of a sudden they came out the gate.
I looked on StockX today and counted, and I did it by men, and I filtered by men and this year. Mm-hmm. For men, excluding 50 off-whites, with the 50 off-whites, it's over 110 dunks this year. Take away the 50, it's about 61, 58, 54, whatever it is. That's a lot of dunks.
How many do you have into those?
I got Cobalts, Michigans, UNLV, Syracuse, these.
Fire.
I feel like there's one more, but I don't even know. I can't even think about it. George got 5.
Have you worn any of them yet?
Worn most of them.
I'm just making sure.
You will say John's?
That's the one that you went and picked up for me?
Yeah.
I've probably worn those the most out of, maybe besides...
You wore Michigan's the other
What's
day.
the orange one's called?
Syracuse?
No, not that. Not the...
What, that champ one, the orange and blue ones?
No,
You got that one too? Oh, veneers?
Yeah.
You got veneers?
Yeah.
Veneers
Oh,
are tight.
maybe I didn't know that.
I haven't. The only ones I haven't worn is Syracuse and Plums. Those are the only ones that are still
Plums
DS.
are
And the
fire.
black and
What's
whites I
up with
haven't
not
worn
wearing
yet.
Plums?
But huh?
Love
What's up with
plums.
not wearing plums?
Just haven't.
I mean, you bought them pre-COVID, like 2 or 3 years ago.
I was gonna
When
say I've at least 2 years.
No
That's when I
specific
bought mine.
reason. I'm not trying to keep them brand new. I just.
Oh, what they going for now?
No, they keep going up.
You might want to slang them now.
They keep going up.
I mean, I can get $1,000 probably for Syracuse's. I'm not going to.
I'm gonna tell you something, man. Now, I would never sell anybody hooked me up with, and Syracuse is to me are my top 3, top 4 favorite of the dunks since they've been back. But fam, them joints selling that high is ridiculous. Huh? It's insane. I would understand this selling high because it's
Undefeated made a lot of pairs though.
yeah, but I'm saying like different materials. That is a leather
Syracuse
stuff.
is a basic
Well,
ass
Syracuse
shoe.
is the first one that came back out of the Be True to Your School. That's probably why.
Was it?
Yeah. Of all those colorways, it was the first one that came back, and it was. I mean, if they made 10,000 pairs, I would be surprised. You know what I mean? It was a low production model.
I'm glad
But
we
yeah,
did
no,
it.
dunks ain't going nowhere.
It was COVID. and
Dunks are
whatever
gonna be here
else.
for a while. I mean, it's a casual joint that you can wear with everything. Summertime shoe, it's a winter shoe. You know what I mean?
See, that's what I hope it turns into.
Do you mean?
I think it would be.
Like, I need
do you
black and
mean
whites to
is
come
Nike
back.
going to keep making them,
Yeah.
or do you mean
Keep
is
making
people
them.
keep care about
No,
them?
keep making them.
Yeah, I think they are,
Oh,
but
okay.
just because.
Like, I want the opportunity to like, oh, I want to get a St. John's now because they're just white and red. Like,
Well, that's
we're
never
not
gonna
talking, huh? Why not?
You know, no, they're not going to make a St. John readily available for you to purchase at retail. That's never going to happen.
Well, see, this is my issue with the dunks in general. All these
You
collegiate.
got the better one. You have UNLV.
No.
What are you talking about?
No. All this collegiate stuff.
UNLVs
None
are
of it.
way better.
That's fine, but none of this collegiate stuff is actually tied to colleges. Like, there's not like a Michigan logo on it. There's nothing on it.
Okay.
So the fact that like a white and red dunk is like, you ain't getting that. It's white and red. You've eliminated one of the primary colors of a casual shoe.
well, maybe they'll
Yeah, but I don't think it's because of school stuff. I think it's
Yeah.
just Nike's not going to recycle things that quickly. You know that.
unless they give you a white and red with different color blocking that has nothing that doesn't
you
look
have
like the
it.
Syracuse.
You have the UNLV.
Yeah,
but-
and they're dropping what, that USC looking one, the yellow.
Well, we saw the pictures of it. I don't know if they're actually going to make it or not. But.
Oh, that wasn't. Oh, I thought I saw more
Who
today.
knows?
Oh,
Fam, every time you open your social media, there's like some new Photoshop. Who knows what?
I saw a Korea dunk today or
Now,
something.
well, okay, actually, I can't say that.
What?
Nothing.
I saw a Korea dunk and have like blue swoosh, red swoosh, black
real?
swoosh. Yeah,
I haven't seen that shit.
And I was like, they all right, like them cool too. But it was like I look at these dunks that's jumping out. I'm like, okay, hopefully this camel one. People say I don't want it. Like I'm good on that.
It'll sell out.
Of course.
Dunks aren't going nowhere.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I hope.
Do you want? I was gonna say, do you want them to?
I don't know. I don't want them to remain $200 resale and stuff. Like I said, I'm perfectly fine with Nike's being like, this is our casual shoe. You can't hoop in it. You can't do nothing. You can skate if you want. You can walk in it. That's it. And here they are. I'm cool with that. My thing is, like I said, like I really hope to get a black and white. They're going to come out again at the end of the year. I really want a black and white dunk. But it's like, nah, you can't have that. Orange and white? I don't care how limited I would. But that is almost 1,000.
They ain't going nowhere.
You could have tried on Nike 2 weeks ago when black and white's I mean, it was a women's pair, but I'm sure they had 11.
The highs?
No, on Lowe's,
No, I got 2 pairs of them.
Stocked them again
Oh,
for like the
look at
7th
this
time.
cat.
And that's my
Yo,
7th
you should
L,
have
by
did
the way.
that. Yo, you get 11 and women. You get that for me.
I told you what they were for.
I haven't copped on sneakers or nothing because I don't wake up
It
anymore.
wasn't on sneakers.
I don't pay attention. Well, anything. I don't wake up. I don't pay attention. I'll be at my phone at my desk at work. I'm at work 5 a.m. right there. Sneakers. I look at my phone 7:47.
That one was a random restock. It was Nike. They tweeted it. They said, "Hey, there's a few pairs. Go to the app now." So that was, but I caught it a little too late.
Stuff like that is just impossible nowadays.
Yeah,
Like,
well, not if you're
I
George.
can't.
So
Well, George be on top of that stuff.
I know.
I'll be sitting there getting notifications for cards, and I'm like, well, should I cop this box? I don't know nothing about this. I'm like, let me take a look.
Well, if it's a Target thing and you take 1 second to decide that, it's already sold out.
I mean,
I'm just telling you. I mean, you have to
I
ask.
signed up for
Target.
that damn red card and everything. I'm ready. I got the debit red card and all
so
of that.
the good thing is that I assume Select, Optic, everything else will be on that too. So you didn't do it for no reason. Prism might be over with, but
we'll see.
you got football too.
I
so.
can't hit nothing.
I mean, I was in Target the other day, and I went over there just to glance, like, I'm going to check for the homies if they got something here. But, I mean, I couldn't tell if there was or nothing. There was so many, like, it used to be empty spaces. Now they've, like, populated with more of the, like, I guess stuff that people don't want.
Yeah.
Pokemon, not Pokemon, but, like, Magic and all that stuff. And then, like, they got tons of the books where you collect your cards, the books that you flip. They had, like, a ton of the pages that you put in the book. But they didn't have, like, hard case stuff. No sports. Like, there's nothing in the card section sport related. Everything
Only thing they're
is
stocking right now is soccer and
so they do have that in store.
it sells out immediately. But yeah, soccer and UFC.
Some baseball.
If a store will take a return, they'll put it on the shelf. But yeah, it's soccer, UFC,
Cards are
hockey.
too much work. Hockey card sell?
Oh, I don't know. I don't mess with that.
Resell, I don't know. I mean, it's probably like a rookie card of a good player would. But
I stay in my
do
lane.
the boxes resell? No, not really. Not like football and basketball.
I stay in
See,
my
if I
lane.
bought a sport like hockey and stuff like that, soccer, I keep the entire box and sell it. I would never open up those because, I mean, I don't.
Soccer is probably the hottest thing right now. Soccer.
Individual cards or
Fire.
boxes or like just
Everything.
together? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Soccer is they got to
Soccer
thank Ted
is
Lasso
for
for that.
me.
Though. Ted Lasso has a big impact on that too. I'm telling you.
No, it's because
it's open people.
No. You're thinking about it the wrong way. It's because soccer is international,
It
and
is.
all the other sports are only national. That's why
No,
you
it's-
have when you put something on eBay, you have 8 billion people looking at it. Not really, but as
I wanna talk
opposed to
about cards.
330 million.
I mean, like, I feel like soccer's gotten a little bit more popular amongst people who are just maybe a little bit casual because of like Ted Lasso and stuff like that. Now it could be just something.
I mean, it helps
but
that the U.S. team is better now than they've ever been. The men's team, that is. The women's team's always been good, but the men's team's better than they've been, and they won the. Not that I care about the Gold Cup, but I know casual fans care about that stuff. So,
pre-order, which we never talked about because you sent the pre-order to the New Balance 650 type thing, the R, and it said AIME DORE.
Yeah, ALD.
So, and I brought this up because somebody was like, yeah, I never touched on that because y'all were so mad about how long it took to get the pre-order for the other one. Now, when you went back and looked at the email for the other one, it did say in there, you just didn't notice it, right?
It may have said something
It said
about
something like
pre-order or, but it also said something about you'll get it before the actual collection
release.
comes out.
Yeah.
So,
But it didn't have a collection date,
It was
though.
vague on when it was going to come and how long or whatever. But then to take that much time and then what you get in hand is absolute garbage. That just makes it worse.
Now, I had sent it, Tape, shout out to Tapes. Tapes like sent the thing like, yo, did y'all get the email? And I got one of the emails too about pre-order it, or they were going to do a thing to where you can pre-order, right?
Same
A
thing
raffle.
as the first
Same
one.
thing. And you know what Tapes said? Tapes was like, he said, yo, the George don't come till spring 2022. He was like, I ain't doing that. And I was like, well, why not? I'm like, you said them joints is fire. He said, I would never wait for that. And I was like, so the pre-order determines on what the shoe is. It does?
I think the second factor for me, outside of someone holding my money for 9 months, is just the fact that the first one was so bad.
This one
I have
they
to
don't
know
charge
it's
you
fire.
yet, though. This one they don't charge you yet, supposedly,
How you know?
until you ship. I heard somebody say that on something else I was watching.
I highly doubt
I can't remember, and they said they don't
Small
take your money.
businesses
Maybe
don't do
not.
that.
I might be wrong, but I feel like I heard somebody say that.
Kanye takes your money. Travis Scott takes your money. They got way more money than ALD.
Yeah, no,
Right.
definitely.
Now, is it because it's a New Balance you wouldn't?
Well,
Like-
I don't wear New Balances personally,
Right.
so I absolutely would not pre-order a New
But
Balance.
we've always been on here talking about Kobe pre-order stuff like that. If you could have, do you have Grinches?
No,
Okay.
unfortunately.
And you want Grinches.
I love to,
Okay.
yes.
You could pre-order a Grinch. Now, I would imagine a Nike pre-order or anything like that would be massive. I'm talking like massive amount of orders. and it's not a ship until they're done producing all pairs, and this could take from now you ordered it until end of 2023. Would you do it?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's a sneaker.
No, yeah, because why did Tape say he wouldn't do it? Because he wouldn't do
shoe.
It's
He
the
said
that
for that
specific
shoe.
Oh yeah, no, I agree with that 100%. Like, I mean, you see Saya Man, when he pre-orders everything, and
Right.
if his joints are crazy fire, he'll tell people like,
Right.
trust process, whatever, and people do because the shoe is tight.
Right.
I would absolutely do that if the Grinch, 1,000%, Undefeated Air Force, 1,000%, Travis.
Really?
Yeah.
So like the regular was that considered a GR?
No.
Okay.
If I saw a picture, Travis high or low, these fragments coming out.
Right.
If we seen them and he said, hey, you know what? For you Ragers out there, for the next hour, if you pre-order, whoop-de-woo, and you'll get them at the end of 1,000%.
No matter when in 2023, 2024.
I mean, I'm not going to wait 5 years.
Okay. I mean, what is it now? 2021?
I don't mind waiting if they
2023.
don't take your money.
2023,
because that's the number one thing for me.
Why?
What do you mean why?
See,
What's the
I'm even
difference? What's the big
okay
deal
with
the
that.
money? Yeah, what's the big
What are you
deal
talking
to
about?
take the money or not?
Because it's like you're buying them. I'm okay with them taking
Yeah,
the
I
money.
mean, what's the difference?
Because when you go buy something, you get the product immediately. What do you mean?
Yeah, but I know it's a pre-order, so it's like I'm paying for it. It's just gonna get to me like you bought it, but you
that's
just gotta wait for it.
I mean, that's not with
that's
everything.
not
but
normal.
No.
It is.
Well,
No,
What
it's
if,
not.
what if you book
most
a...
We
pre-order
pre-ordered
stuff,
PS5. They took the money when it shipped. No, that's normal.
Okay, what if you book a flight somewhere?
Um,
Months in advance. They take your money.
Yeah, but that's different. That's
How's
not,
that
I'm not
different?
because because most services are like that. That's normal for a service, not a product.
To
Product's
me,
the opposite.
it goes hand in hand, though. If you know you're going to travel from here to Hawaii in 6 months, you're going to spend the money for it. Same thing with the shoe. You know you're going to get the shoe in 6 months.
Nah,
have a good
it's
point.
completely different. No, it's not. It's
I don't think it
completely
is at
different.
all.
I mean, if they charged you like the week of the trip versus like you flying with family to Philadelphia in December and you paid in February. I don't know how far out they book flights, but like
You can as far as you want.
I mean, I would.
Well, you're first of all, you're talking about two different
might
things.
get
You're talking
cheaper,
about
too. You might get
you're talking
cheaper
about a
prices,
tangible
though.
item versus a service. So that's number one. The second part is it's socially accepted that you pay for a flight, whatever it is, a month or more in advance to get the better price. We accept that
Right.
as a society. That's normal. We don't accept as society as normal to buy something, give your money to a manufacturer, and not get it till 9 months later.
We do when they preface it with pre-order. We know what that is.
No. Because again, Walmart and all those businesses we pre-order PS5s from took the money when they shipped it, not at the beginning.
But they put a whole... Well,
I'm
no,
not
'cause
pre-ordering 8 PS5s if you're taking $2,000 from me right
Maybe
there.
Walmart and Target, but there's other things you pre-order where they take the money up front.
But
Not
you
me.
wouldn't do that then. You wouldn't have did that then, especially considering the profit that was
do
built
what?
off of
When?
it. By the 8. I mean, you probably just wouldn't buy 8. You probably buy 4.
Well, I only bought 4 to begin with.
Right. But I'm saying, like,
No.
if they took the money, you wouldn't have bought the 4?
No.
What?
No, because that's $2,000 that where's the $2,000 coming from? Now, if people just have like an endless supply of money to invest,
Okay,
sure.
I'm talking about in the understanding that you have the money. Like, I'm not saying
Like you've budgeted for this.
Yeah, you have the money. Like, I'm not just saying like, like, what the heck? Like, no, like I don't have to.
I mean, if your intention is to keep one and you bought one, I understand. If your intention is to buy a bunch and flip them, but you can't flip them for 3, 4, 5 months or whatever it was, I don't think there's a lot of businesses that run that way where they can just have an outlay that and not have any profit coming in.
And see, I wouldn't have a mind doing that for PlayStations. Like, you buy 8 of them and pay, I don't know, $5,000, whatever the money is for 8 PlayStations. Only because of the fact that it's coming from a store and I could just take them back, like, down the road. Now, obviously, I have to have the money in that moment, but, like, I don't look at it the same. I look at it for, like, sneakers, too. Like, Grinches are probably one that's just off the top of the head, where, yeah, I would probably pre-order 2 if I could.
Absolutely.
And if they took the, whatever, retail, 180, 200, whatever, and they took the 400, they took the 400, and it don't come until the end of 2023, I'd be okay with that. I think, like, because I'm expecting it. One, it's Nike. I'm expecting it. Now, I don't think I could do that with an independent, maybe not. I will say this, like with Saya, I love their shoes. I have multiple pairs of them. I do not like the fact that you take all the money in that situation, but like, I'm like, well, he's independent. I'm under the impression he's using the money to help.
I get it
create the
personally.
shoes. Yeah, I get it. You know what I mean? But I thought it was funny that like Cats was saying like I would never do it for that shoe. Like I wouldn't. That Air Force One, you would do it for that Undefeated Air Force One?
I like it that much.
Oh, okay.
If I like the shoe that much, and I know it's a
I wouldn't have
guarantee.
bid for this.
To me, it's more for a guarantee and it's a peace of mind. That's what I'm paying for. Pre-order to me is peace of mind. You're telling me, hey, I'm guaranteeing you your size a year and down the road if you pay
that.
now. And if it's a reputable, legitimate company or whatever, I'm more than down to pay it.
I think if that was more of the case for sneakers like pre-orders, my judgment on how they look would change. I think I think a lot of my fires would be they aight.
Why?
Because I feel like if I say fire and I could have the opportunity to never miss, I should get it. A Lightning 4, I might not pre-order a Lightning 4
Yes,
if
you
I'm
would.
waiting. I don't know. I don't know if I would. A Lightning 4 really, in reality, honestly, for all of us, we think they're fire, but we just have to have it more than we really want it. A yellow 4?
Okay, so
Damn, that joint is no joke about 13 years too late.
you're right. So before Kennedy's retro,
I don't know if I could.
yes, you could.
I don't know.
Because before Kennedy's retro, you are up and down.
You right.
500. I almost pay. No, if they said, look, Greg, dig this. I'm going to guarantee you a pair. It's not going to come out till next year, but this is the shoe you've been dying for.
Oh, next year is easy.
No, but that's what I'm saying. So, and it's still going to be fire to you. It's not going to be watered down. You're doing it.
Yeah, for that. But
right
like,
then.
but a Boston, I think. Oh, luxury goods, New Balance, the orange one, all orange one. I think that joint is immaculate. I think that joint is, but I would never call it immaculate or fire ever again because I could have the opportunity to pre-order it, and I feel like I'd be doing a disservice by saying this is fire and I don't even do it.
If Concepts came out tomorrow and was like, hey, lobsters, boom, let's just do it.
That's
Pre-orders,
different.
let's just do it.
That's iconic history.
There you go.
Undefeated 4s? Come on. We probably get 40.
Then what are we talking about? I guarantee I would.
Actually, you know what? No, we wouldn't.
Yes, you would.
We get one.
No, you would get a couple.
We couldn't.
Why not?
You know, I'll be surprised. Pre-orders seem to still hold value even when they drop.
Not from ALD.
If the shoe is fire enough, absolutely.
I'd be surprised at Travis's clothes and stuff. Like, it seems like everybody has the opportunity to buy when they drop. And then I'll go on StockX, like, after I get it, and I'm like, man, this sucks.
I do that.
I go on StockX, like, man, this joint is selling for 80.
I just did that.
Not from ALD.
Okay, yeah. Everything DORE, whatever. Yes, yeah. The value doesn't hold.
For some reason, that was the only one they ever made. It took them the longest to make it, and they were the worst result. I don't understand how they had all them other New Balances in the tuck that were unbelievable fire, and the ones they keep your money for the longest, they had the most time to research and build, are the worst ones.
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
I don't think they're as bad.
Oh, no, they are.
But they don't look as good as the pictures.
Fam, they're the ashiest skin you've ever seen in your entire life.
No, I've seen some ass.
Oh, they're worse.
We was outside. I've seen some ass.
Trust me.
We was outside.
You in a water park with some of the homies when we was little kids.
Get out the pool, you're like, bruh.
Oh, yeah. Just think about after basketball practice, the like sweat lines,
That's salt.
white outline. Same thing.
That ain't
Still
ass.
skin.
That's
It's still
salt.
skin.
Scratch
Same
that
thing.
off.
Dry
That
skin.
public pool knees looking crazy.
Facts.
Yeah.
Shivering. Like,
Yeah, exactly. You
ugly,
need to
all
get the spit
bony.
immediately. Get right
He used
to
to
it.
leave that. Used to be in Texas. I was with my uncle this weekend, and we were talking about swimming. And I was like, man, the last time somebody tried to teach me how to swim was him. And we were in Texas, little kid like shivering like this. Texas, all those cicadas everywhere and stuff falling out the trees. It was a weird time back then. Yeah, to me, like I said, a pre-order, I think it would. My rating on sneakers would change dramatically. That Air Force One, I think that Air Force One Undefeated is fire. I would never pre-order it.
I would.
Never. But I'd buy it now if it was on the site. I'd copy it right now.
Oh, for me, it's peace of mind,
It is.
and it's again, if it's for
Peace
shoes.
of mind for like.
It's for shoes I know
lobsters,
I'm going to
Frenches,
want and wear.
Undefeated.
I wouldn't do it for every shoe. It's for.
I
what?
think we would really think about doing it for Lightnings. I think we would really be like.
I would. You would, because we need the shoe.
Have you seen Lightning? Oh, you seen Lightning here? You said the
I
picture
showed
of it.
you.
Yeah, you did.
Now,
I still don't believe it's coming out, but we'll
I mean,
see.
it's there. I will say I'm slightly disappointed on the color and the shape, but I'm still buying them. I told y'all that.
The shape, man. Come on, man. Shape cannot be off on a Jordan 4. It better
can.
not be.
Yeah, you'll see.
My. I don't think I've ever heard anybody say that about a Jordan 4 ever.
No, that's not true.
Shape of a Jordan 4 being
It's
off?
like a little wider.
Ooh,
You'll
that
see.
sounds whack.
You'll see.
George, you copping?
What?
Lightning 4s.
I mean, isn't our order already in?
Oh, hold on.
Damn, what's up with y'all? I need to get. Hey, let me tap in.
No.
This guy. Oh, they on the way. So
Hey, that's George, dude. He got the plug.
Well, the undefeated situation was a little bit different.
I was like,
than
the Air Force affect your time.
than other
yeah, that was way
situations.
different. Shout out to him, man. There's gonna be some good things coming his way, man. The Lord's gonna bless him. Man.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like a bragging thing, but our pairs were shipped before the release even happened.
Jesus
so.
Christ, that is a brag.
Now, and it's not.
I'll take it though.
It's not a. They weren't. We paid, so it's not. They weren't
no,
seated.
for sure. Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's
All
nice-
I care about
It's
is
nice to
paying.
get it in advance.
No, for sure. That's tight.
Paying is like, that's the thing with like a lot of people in the senior community. They think like, especially when you create content, like I want something for free. That would be freaking awesome. If Undefeated, every single collaboration or every single drop just sent me an invoice and I have the option to pay it or not, I would. That's all.
Yeah,
That's all.
I'm cool
I
with
ask
that
for,
all
man.
day.
If they got a Lightning 4 invoice or what them Starfish Jordan 1 lows, Shadow Backboard lows invoice came in, and it was like, I'm just going to ignore that invoice. But I still get a next one. Like they're not like, oh, he didn't buy that last one. He ain't getting. Heck yeah, he didn't buy the last one. We ain't send him no more. That's all you can ask for. And I think legitimately, anybody who creates or feel like they contribute something to the sneaker culture, that's all they want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's it.
Like, man.
agree.
I don't know. LeBron 9s are retroing. Now, I only brought that up because me and Don became super homies when I bought LeBron 9s. Because I came up there for DB Puerto Ricans. Something.
Yeah,
Everybody
that
was for.
90 or 95
yeah,
or whatever.
95. And LeBron 9s is my favorite LeBron of all time. So it was one of the better LeBrons, and I wore them regularly. China's, Cannons, the Home, Scarface, Free Gums, Miami Nights, all that type of stuff. And everybody was like, yo, they finally retroing. Now the colorway's whack, but they're finally retroing LeBron 9s. They were like, yo, I'm copping 2 pairs. And I probably would have said the same thing. But then I was like, oh, these LeBron 9s. It's the greatest LeBron to me of all time. And I was like, and somebody goes, would you buy KD4s if they dropped again? And I was like, I don't think so. And I think it's the greatest, one of the greatest Nike basketballs of all time. And
I would.
I don't think you would either.
Yeah, I would.
No, I don't think you would.
Yeah, I would.
I don't think I would buy Kobe 8s like that either.
Oh yeah, I would.
I honestly don't think I would.
Yeah.
You don't wear any of the ones you got now. We actually still own them. I still own these.
I wear them to go, if I go to my mom's neighborhood to play pickleball, I wear those as like basketball shoes.
Okay, you treat them. No.
Yes, I do. And
Okay.
I wore Christmas, whatever, stained glass or whatever they're called recently.
Oh, okay.
Kobe
Maybe I was like, you know what? I don't know if I would.
Wow.
Maybe Kobe 8s. I might be jumping out the window with a Kobe 8s. So, 'cause Kobe 8s is
I heard.
unreal.
I mean, I wouldn't buy all the KD4s that we bought the first time, but I would definitely buy some of the ones that we didn't buy or
like what?
list them, whatever.
What would y'all be interested in?
Oh, and
Galaxies
and
on?
KD4s. I'd get a Galaxy.
Did you like KD4s like that?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, okay.
I had a bunch. That what's an Undefeated looking color? I would definitely get those.
I
The
still
olives.
have that.
No, I'd
I got
trash my pair.
one or two.
I'd get a few. Yeah, I like KD4s.
Oh.
LeBron 9s are tight.
Are you getting any? Do you have it?
It depends on. I don't have any more.
So like South Beach 8, did you get them?
Not. I couldn't. I tried.
Okay, you
but
couldn't.
I still want them.
No, you want them, but are you really like?
I do, but I don't
don't
want to.
care.
I don't want to spend. No, I do care. I just don't want to spend the 3+. But I do care.
I don't think if you saw them for 230,
Oh no, that's not true. Retail's 200. So if they were 230, I'd buy them.
I wanted South Beach H, but I wanted South Beach H because I just feel like as us being in it, and we were there, we were outside when LeBron 8's South Beach mattered. I felt like I'm supposed to have a pair. I felt that way about Lightning 4s. I think Lightning 4s are phenomenal, but like, what am I gonna do with the Lightning?
These
4
South
now?
Beach 8s.
I don't wear black and red 4s.
Quality
Cement 4s.
are amazing. So I want them.
So what is?
The South Beach.
Oh,
the
really?
LeBrons.
The leather is nice on them joints.
Amazing. So I want them.
But
Like
we're talking about a boot.
I want them.
Okay. Like, you know what I said? Like, I thought the window might have been closed on Nike basketball retros because I was shocked to see how disrespected red carpet 7s, Christmas 7s, and that Knicks colorway of the last LeBron 8.
Yeah.
Those were like, if you had people make, first of all, red carpets and the Christmas one out of all 7s might be a top 5.
Yeah, I
Both
agree.
might be in the top 5 of all 7 colorways. The LeBron 7 is considered probably top 5 LeBron model. And then everybody waited on Knicks colorway, 7s, 8s, anything we get. And I'm just sitting on the shelves.
Yeah, you're right.
I copped red carpets for 108 all features. I copped the Christmases for 119 all featured. I don't know, one of them I paid full price for, but I think I returned. I don't remember what it was. But I was just like, you know what? That window on Nike basketball, if they don't start bringing back some of those ones, because there's only a small amount that we care about. KD 4s is one of them. If they didn't retro any of the KD, we wouldn't care. There isn't a single other KD, and he's on what, 15 now? 14?
14, 15, yeah.
He's on 14, 15, and if he didn't retro any other KD besides 4, wouldn't nobody care. That window was like this. LeBron 8, kind of, because I feel like people disrespected him besides South Beach. LeBron 7s, Fairfax, MVPs, red carpets, Christmases, them joints was disrespected. Laker colorway, disrespected. And I don't care about some of them. The LeBron Media Day 8, for whatever reason, people seem to love those.
That what's it called? That Space Jam 8
is okay in
Number
hand.
1 is dope in hand.
It's actually pretty fire.
It is. I'm surprised. And that goes for a little bit of money. So people actually like those. Now, with this, I think if they drop the right LeBron colorway, I think they could go. I think if they redo a Canon, they redo a China, bro, if they bring out Big Bangs, that's selling out.
Of course. Big Bangs is up there with South Beaches. Guys,
the Miami,
it's up there with the history.
If they do like that Miami what a Miami
Night?
Miami Night 9, no?
No way.
Stop.
No. They had a hard time selling that. Me and George always debated
What
on
do you mean hard time selling that? Them things sold.
No, the original ones? No, they didn't. Them joints,
The Miami
you know the
Night
Miami Night
LeBron
9s, right?
9
They're
sold.
all blackish, grayish. They had the little pink swoosh, and those were the Miami Nights compared to the Miami Night 8s.
Those sold rather well.
It was dramatically different. I was in the store with you. I was trying on the home white and the Miami Nights. I was like, I don't know about this. I was more enamored with these are Miami Nights. Didn't buy those. I bought the home whites.
Yeah.
The Miami Nights you could have got at any time at one point. Then all of a sudden we took a look. Them joints were reselling for ridiculous amounts of money.
Yeah.
Them right now on like StockX and stuff like that are still the highest LeBron 9s.
Yeah.
Besides Big Bangs, I think.
And then those what was the all purple ones, the Hornets, those hit.
Summit Blakes or whatever.
Yeah,
are
those are
high.
that's what I'm saying.
Not high, but like higher than I would have
How
expected.
you anticipated, yeah.
I was
Free
like
guns,
280.
all of those. LeBron 9s, I think definitely will hold. Nike basketball's not going anywhere. I said it before.
I'm talking about the retros.
Oh, okay.
Like, there's only maybe a few more colorways in the 8s and 7s. You might be able to freak, like, if you want to like create a Big Bang 7. You might be able to refurbish colorways on popular models. But if they didn't drop a LeBron 2 or a 3 or a 4 or 5, well, none of us be like, I need a 5 LeBron.
Yeah.
None of us. When is the 17s retro? Like, none of us would care about those.
9s are one of the more popular ones, so I think they'll do well.
KD 4 has 0 retro value except the 4. They retroed the 4 one time, and it was all white with the trophy when they won the championship. But like, we didn't move for those. All white KD 4. There's only one KD that we would care. Anybody would care. That to me speaks volumes. Kyrie's, I don't know if any of them have retro value.
They don't. Kyrie's is whatever, but
Jordan 1. So just to kind of go back to that topic we talked about, since George was wildly disrespectful to Jordan 14s
Crazy.
and 13s and
you in 12.
14s.
no, actually George is disrespectful to 14,
Not
13,
14s.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Only 4 and 1 is the only ones he care about.
Yeah, right.
I was looking at, somebody sent me a picture of like a teaser or a sketch, I don't know, something that's going to come out next year. It's a Jordan 4, and it's rumored, like they mock up. And I was like, but why did I say, because it was fire, the color scheme that it was. It looked like a shattered backboard type thingy, whatever. Or coral. I think that was the color it was used. I don't know what it was. And we were going back and forth through the DMs, and I was like, dude, Jordan 1s have devalued the rest of Jordans. Like, we don't look the same at all the other Jordans as we still do for Jordan 1s. None of them. We don't treat, like, a 14 drops, you think about copping. A 12 drops, you think about it. And I'm talking like OG colorways. Like, I'm not even, if a 12 drop, any 12 right now drops, I don't care if it's Taxi, Flu Games, any of them, I'm not copping.
Why not?
What, they're not wearable. Because they're just not what we've grown accustomed to for our like choice of Jordans. I feel like we're barely hanging on the 4s. And we're barely hanging on the 3s. 3s drop a like color, you're like, okay, like the red ones that one year All-Star game, like, okay. The Carolina ones, you're like, all right. Then I'm a man year 3s, you're like, oh, okay, like, okay, you can do something still. Jordan 4s ain't did nothing in quite some time. We've been waiting for Lightnings for about 13, 14 years now.
I don't believe the malarkey that's coming out of your mouth.
Malarkey.
Off-White had to come out with 5s for us to be like,
For you to be like that.
don't do that.
I'm going to do that.
A metallic 5 would drop. I would strongly consider it because I feel like metallic 5 has gotten disrespected. It did. It would happen. It sat, and it was expensive. It was
at the very beginning. Yes, it sat, but now they're going for 5.
You're right.
Ish.
Now, a metallic 5 drops right now. I think people might move for it, but it's a 5. So you don't think so? I feel like 6s have lost a lot of like staying
I'll give you 6.
6, 7s. 7s have lost a lot of power.
I'll give you that for those 2. Yeah.
8s. They don't even make
sure.
8, 9s. All these Jordans.
Not 100% true.
10s, 11s.
Okay. Don't do that with 11s.
11s have just created a super strong year in this. You could count on some 11s at the end of the year.
When you mean devalue, because I wanted you to expound.
And I don't mean like money.
Well, but
I mean like it's not even up for consideration in your cops anymore, at all.
Because
Cool Gray 11s drop. He think it's the greatest Jordan 11 colorway of all time. Are you copping?
people have been talking about that shoe all year.
Greatest 4 of all time. What?
No, Cool Gray 11s. You said it's the greatest Jordan colorway of all time.
You said 4s.
Are you copping at the end of the year?
That's not the best one.
No, you said that. Don't do that.
Be my favorite one, but it's not the best.
Fine, favorite one. Are you copping?
I don't think so.
Not even up for consideration.
Because he doesn't wear 11s.
It doesn't matter.
Part of it.
First of all, okay, Jordan 1s have nothing to do with, I guess. It doesn't. Devaluing these. First of all, they're not devalued. I'm not even going to talk about 2s, because 2s, even though.
2s are disrespected.
No, even though the hype on 2s are coming back thanks to Virgil, man.
Fam, 2 lows. I've always loved 2 lows. 2 highs?
Okay.
Don C. That's it.
Okay, whatever. But 3s are not devalued. You just named 2 that are... A Jordan 3 is the greatest shoe of the year.
You right.
Last year...
But it takes that for us to consider that.
No, not really. They could... Arguably, last year, when UNC's came out, that was a sneaker of the year. And those are going for a lot right now.
Very high.
Because people like them. That's the thing.
Well, yeah, but like the fact that like a UNC 3 took about 25 years, like what? Like but when I saw that UNC 3, I was like, wait a minute.
You're right. We should have been had them.
We
should have been had them.
I mean, we're talking about like North Carolina Blue. They put North Carolina Blue on everything, and it was like, wait a minute, this didn't come out, and that's why it was so much fire.
But what does the Jordan 1 have to do with that? And then
because we don't ever talk that way about Jordan 1s.
What do you mean?
We talk extremely high. Every Jordan 1, we're like, you copping?
That's not true.
What?
90. Okay.
We just talked about 40, Seafoam and a Pollen.
And
we didn't say that was whack. We didn't say it was trash.
Yeah, we said they're okay. That doesn't mean that they're up here. And if you look at it now, a lot of Jordan 1s, yeah, they sell out because of the name Jordan 1. But to me, if I'm going to put value on it, a lot of them joints aren't going for that much more. Shadow 2.0, what'd you think? You didn't really like it?
No, I thought it was a fine shoe. I just was like, if you walked in the room wearing it, I would have thought you were wearing a Shadow. Like, it was just the color.
We don't need it.
The contrast.
That's the whole point.
Yeah, we don't need it. The contrast of colors was like, shadows look like shadows, but like if you came walking in with it, I would have thought they were shadows.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even put 2 and 2 like, oh, they're reverse. Like
the majority of the Jordan 1s that have come out in the past few months aren't really hitting like that. And I'm not just talking about value. I'm talking about like, in general. Dope. Yeah, like people aren't being like, yo, let me get my Shadow 2.0s out, or yo, let me get my biohacks out. Let me get, you know what I'm saying? They're like, oh, let me get my bro, if you want to talk about retros, the Japan retros, the blue joints, and then the
that
all
was
silver.
whack when they first came out.
No, they weren't.
Yeah,
we're not doing that. That's another conversation.
Yes, they were.
So
when those first came out, Don, them joints
you're a
was
liar.
whack. The silver ones were the most tacky thing ever. The thing about those was the suitcase.
Okay, I'll give you that. But the navy blue
The
ones,
navy blue ones are whack too.
No,
Something
they're
was
not.
weird with the shape. They were only shaped for Japanese
they were
feet. Something
amazing.
was weird
No,
about
that's not true at all because I had them.
Fam, them joint. You know what? The OG shit
Only
was way
shaped
better
for
than this new one.
Japanese
It was
feet.
something
All
different about
right.
these new ones. These new ones were shaped like a weird, like a L fell over. That's what it
Okay,
looked like.
that's fine. But my point is,
And, hold on, and people buy mids now. That's how dramatic.
We always bought
no,
mids.
What? No, we didn't. We bought For the Love of Game mids. That was the only mids we cared about.
the Jordans in 01 that we were buying were mids.
That was a pack.
No,
We weren't buying mids.
we were buying mids.
What were they?
The BMP pack was a mid. Those are
Yeah,
mids.
that's the only one.
No,
Yeah.
no, come on, don't do that. The patent leather, all the patent leather ones, the black and gold, those were mids. The Chicago, those were mids. Yes, they were, and they are because I wore them here last time.
Now the black and gold ones, okay.
Mids,
okay.
Chicago mids, and they were. Fam, I own them. And then also,
You're talking about back in the day, not
yes.
of recently.
but I'm telling you, we've always worn mids.
No.
What do you mean? No?
There's three.
Have you put a band one on? The actual band one from 2011? Do you think that's a high?
You gave it to. Wait, is that the one you got me?
No, that was in 2016. I'm talking about the 2011, the actual X. Is that a high?
Oh, heck yeah, that's a high.
That's not a high.
I had two of them.
That's not a high.
Huh?
It's not. No, that one, that 2016.
Okay, it's
band
not an
one-
85 high.
it's-
It ain't like.
It's damn near mid.
No, it's not.
It's damn near mid.
All right. What?
What do you mean, what?
I can't argue with you somehow because you gonna see these stuff. You see this stuff, so maybe you've like actually looked at one and one.
You can argue all you want. I'm just letting you know. No, here's what I'm saying. First of all, Jordan 1s,
The one with the X in the back was pretty high.
it's not that high. Jordan 1s aren't really as fire outside of OG colorways, obviously, as it once was. I would even go as far as say Jordan 1s are starting to lose their lackluster, or they're becoming lackluster because everybody wants other retros now. Retro, I know you don't like retro 5s and all that, but retro 5s are actually like wearable now. Jordan 4s are never going anywhere. How dare you?
Wait, what's the last?
Fire Red 4,
that came
Fire
out?
Red 4s came out.
That's different. That's an OG.
You got to stop saying that's different. You can't do
man.
that. Okay.
Fan, I don't consider any OGs under this guise of like what's fire
Okay.
and not fire. They're
Them
fire
UNC
forever.
4s that just came out, the ones that you love with the hella suede.
Oh, okay. I mean, that was cool.
What you mean? No, those were fire,
Hard
not
to
cool.
wear.
Did my man say they were fire or not? Did he come in here talking joint about how
You
fire
right.
they were?
You right. No,
So
they
we're, not
fire.
gonna say, so we're not gonna say they're cool now. Don't do that.
Nah, fire. You right. They fire.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, if it was a pre-order, I would have said it was aight.
That's fine, but it wasn't a pre-order. So that, my point is,
What about them? What about them ones that came out with the patches over? Them Japanese ones.
Which
them
ones?
Suikos, Sukisokos.
those are kind of whack.
Why was those whack?
I don't
thought they
know.
was okay to me.
I don't like them.
Oh, okay.
But
You see
okay,
what I had?
but yes.
Oh, okay.
But that's what I'm saying. There's different. I'm giving you examples of different 3s and 4s and you're right, off-white 5s, right? But they came out with white and red 5s, the metallics, the white
And
metallics.
off-white fours.
Off-white, all fire, right? Not outside of Jordan 1s. Raging Bull 5s, fire. Now, did they lose some of the like quote unquote value? Sure. But we all love them still. What the 5s came out, people like those. Okay.
That
well,
yellow one and the red shoe?
Yes.
Man, if you don't stop. That was only for New
people
Yorkers.
didn't like them?
Yeah, cats in New York that wear matching sweatsuits and be outside. We outside.
Full
Them
transparency.
cats.
One of the shoes earlier that I said I ordered is what the 5s. And I'm going to wear them in here.
That's different
And
because you probably got them for a really nice price.
I did.
Okay, that's
Well,
different.
We'll see, because they ain't got
I'd
'em
probably
yet.
take a pair of what the 5s for whatever you may have got.
Yeah,
them for.
we'll see,
got
because
'em
I ain't got them yet. Hopefully on the way. But Jordan 1s have not devalued. Now, higher retros, 15s and all that, yeah, because we don't like those anyways. But 11,
Yeah, I didn't even mean to count those.
Yeah,
like
but
15
like-
and up was like, it's a tasting, you know.
But you're telling me that people don't, if a Taxi 12 came out, people wouldn't wear it? You're a liar.
Well,
if
maybe-
a flu game, a real flu game
Liar.
12 came out, people wouldn't wear it. Flu game 12.
I'm not going to say they wouldn't buy them. I'm saying like they'd be like, I'll think about it.
No, they would
You
not.
wouldn't think about some of the
a
Jordan
flu
ones.
game 12?
You got to think about it. George, you buying a flu game 12?
No.
But he doesn't like 12s.
You don't like any of them.
I like 12, but I'm not wearing them.
Now, Flint 13? Ain't nobody think about that.
They're coming
You
out,
gotta buy
and somebody will buy them, I'm sure.
that. They already did. Flint 13s?
People are buying the Starfish sale 13s, man. What are you talking about?
Them joints is fire.
Okay. But did it devalue because of Jordan 1?
They bought off Sneakers app and stuff. They sat in stores.
No, they didn't.
They sat in Undefeated.
I haven't been Undefeated.
Yeah,
it's been COVID.
Yeah. Look.
I see. No, I get your point.
Okay.
I honestly get what you're trying to say.
I could be wrong. Like, I don't care.
I'm getting the point. Whoever made that point, I get it. I see what they're saying. And maybe 2 years ago, they would have been right. But this is a new time. And until we get an OG colorway of a Jordan 1, I'm always going to say, outside of like Mocha or Travis Scott or something like that, the Jordan 1s aren't as fire as they were a couple years ago.
No, I agree with that.
They just came out with some like fireberry color or some weird color. Like, we didn't like those that much. Or whatever it would have.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it didn't suck.
Okay, but look at you. You didn't like them.
No, I didn't. But
that's
like,
my point.
I thought about it though.
What is the last Jordan 1 high that came out that you like, I gotta have them?
I mean, what's the last Jordan 1 highs that's come out? I can't even think.
He just named 17.
Natural grays? I wanted those. I mean,
really?
It's
an all-white shoe. No, you don't. Look at you, like, telling yourself you want it.
I wanted them.
You have lows.
You right. I tried to wear those the other day.
And they're tight, aren't they?
Fire, but they too much white. I gotta figure it out. I gotta figure it out. I gotta figure it out.
Man. Talk to your boy.
I gotta think about it.
What do you think? You think Jordan 1s devalued other retros? I mean, I know you don't like other retros. Well, 4s. You like 4s.
George only cares about Jordan 1s. That's proof enough right there. He doesn't care anything about any other ones.
That's not proof at all.
Because in 4s, he only cares about black, red, and cements.
I don't have Jordan 1s either. Really? I mean, I have ones I bought years back.
You have mochas.
Okay, you have Jordan 1s.
Got mochas.
Don't you have like hyper green or...
I got turbo green.
Or turbo green, I mean not hyper.
That was a mistake selling those. Oh, I don't really have a lot of Jordan 1s.
What? You don't have a lot of Jordans though. Jordans the wrong person.
So
he doesn't care about any of them.
You're saying proof. I'm like, you can't use that.
Yeah, but if he's gonna buy a Jordan, it's gonna be Jordan 1s.
Him
low.
But that's not true though, because
you don't even like Travis lows, and them is
they're
quality. Them fragments.
But that doesn't mean they're good.
No matter how many times
I mean, I don't know what that face is.
No matter how many times a white cement 4 comes out, he's gonna buy him.
No, he's not, because he don't wear one. His is brand new.
He's going to buy it.
No, he's not.
No, they're not. They're VNDS.
Okay, yes. He's not, and neither are you, and neither am I. We already have.
Of course, I'm buying a white cement 4.
You don't have white cement 4.
I do, but they said they were gonna bring them out again this year. I'd have bought another pair.
For what?
The same reason why you bought 6 pairs of black
problem. Yeah, and I'll never do it again.
Black infrared 6s when you already had them.
One of the worst things in my life. Huh? I thought I was tight.
No, it wasn't, because it made you switch gears to the. It's the thing that saved you, actually.
Fam, yeah. Then they 5 years later they dropped the ones with the real swoosh in the back, and I'm sitting there with all these jump nails on the back of mine. I thought I was fired, but I had them just line up with a dining room table like 6.
And he's like, "Yo, we did it.
66.
We did it."
You said 3. You know, and did the same.
No, all right, Damien, relax. Relax.
Shout out to the homie Curtis. Curtis had sent a tweet that came from somebody named Cole from ATF on Twitter. I guess the ATF stands for Addicted to All Things Fresh. He said, "Damn, is the Wave Runner the best new silhouette that is released in the past 5 years?" Best new silhouette, Don. Think about it. Best new silhouette. Because I'm gonna tell you. Well, actually, are we about to say something? Go ahead.
I'm thinking.
Go ahead and say.
Well, it's definitely in consideration. There's no doubt about that. I'm trying to go back and think to all of our top 10 new silhouette lists.
Look, here's the thing.
What finished number 1 last year? Did you write it down?
No, I didn't go back and look at it because I was thinking of
Let me see.
What year did Vapor Max come out?
You put that up there?
What year did it come out?
But when I was in New York, that's when they dropped. So 2016?
Was that within the 5-year window? I'd put it up there.
You put Vapor Max in there?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Vapor Max is a failure.
How? You love.
No. I love a couple Vapor Maxes.
So then what do you mean a failure?
A lot of let me tell you what.
Maybe the colorways were a failure.
I have a list, but let me tell you what's funny about this list. It's all Adidas, pretty much.
In terms of what?
Ultra Boost,
okay.
NMD, Human Races,
okay.
Wave Runners,
no,
No. Okay. 350 V2s. People get wild disrespectful about 350 V2s because there's like a trillion colors now, and they still come out. But it's one of the best new models that there is. Past 5 years?
If I had to like concede to one of those, I would concede to the 350 V2, but I'm not putting 700. I still think 700s are garbage.
And then I have, for personal, Victor Cruz's.
So for 2000,
and Darrell Revis's.
2020, the sneaker rookie of the year 5 that we put in was that New Balance that came out that I hate. 427s?
327. Not even close.
J. Cole shoe.
No.
Hoop shoe. The Reebok that we like.
No.
I mean, I would say it's up there. I'm not even
Past 5 years?
No.
Not even
I'm saying
close.
it's not doesn't surpass
Top 50.
Wave Runner, but it's up there. And then you wanted Sia,
Yeah.
whatever shoe in there, and then I guess we couldn't find a fifth shoe because it's 4D something.
What year did and maybe I'm because I don't know much about it, but the Puma RSX, when did that come out? Would that be considered a new model?
2018?
That probably was 2018.
So within the 5 year window, that'd be a.
But this is what's funny about this is that when I made my list, which is majority Adidas, he didn't name one Nike, and you haven't said one Nike.
I said
You said Vapor Max.
Well, but you know why? And honestly, because I tried to, and we're not doing a top 10, right? 'Cause I
No,
didn't make a list or
we're
anything
not
like
top
that.
10, no.
But no, because I tried to go through, and the very first thing that came to mind when you sent it to me, I was like, ooh, Sakai
Waffles.
But then when I that tweet, and then I read a little more, and they said it's just a reimagination of the original
But that
waffle.
counts as a new model, though, doesn't it?
Well, I thought so as well.
I think so.
Because if we're that's kind of what I thought. So if we're gonna do that and allow that, then I would put Sakai Waffle high up there for me.
Well, maybe we can. Would you consider Ambush Dunk a new model? Because it's not like a dunk. It's dunk, but it's
like
different.
skinnier. It's like a different
something
midsole,
different about
outsole.
it. So would you consider that a new model or just a dunk? It's way different.
It's a different version of a dunk.
Way
so probably,
different of a dunk.
I don't know if I'd consider a new model.
Okay.
But see, then if I'm going based on what Sakai Waffle, then I'd have to.
Sakai Waffle
because
number one if I consider that.
Sakai Waffle, they completely redid the midsole, upper, all of that. It's just the waffle bottom is the only thing that's there. You know what I'm saying?
The issue with those is that like, actually no, there is no issue. Like all the colors are fire. Like there's no bad Sakai OG.
I don't think so.
Oh, the one that Nike did, that's like see-through. Like the first shoe where you like, the one you were like, you gotta like pick your socks.
React.
Yeah.
What are those called?
Moon,
the Kendrick
moon
had the
shoes.
model. The
This
Nike
one right here.
Oh, that
87.
one. Okay.
87s, I will say at the you know what? But the
And
problem,
that cream model too.
you
that
know what?
one. That
What
one's
was
up
that
there.
called? It was called like Taupes.
It's a React Element.
React Element 87.
Yeah. That's
The issue that I always had with those back then was how much money they were. That taupe was freaking high. Or that off-white colorway was through the freaking roof.
At one point it was like 600.
It was a grip. Now when I see people post them online like they went, I was like, dang, them joints is really underrated. But they've never dropped another one.
Yeah, well, it's just that and the black one, and
So
maybe
like,
a couple other colors.
I really like I have Revis and Cruz on here, and they never made any other ones.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like those are just personal favorites. But like 350 V2s ain't going nowhere. Clearly,
Nah.
Wave Runner model, whatever that model, 700. What is that? 700? That ain't going nowhere. Clearly,
You sure?
December 2018. So where's the one for the
NMD Human Races.
The
Ain't
700
going
is
nowhere.
only still popular because they keep releasing the Wave Runner every 2 months.
All the other colorways.
No,
the yellow, the blue, the brown.
They're only popular because they keep releasing Wave. If they stopped with Wave Runner and kept coming out with these mediocre colorways, I'm not going to go with my Kanye Red again.
all right, here we go.
But 700s wouldn't be that tight.
Let's see.
I don't know about that.
Okay, that's fine.
Well, I think Wave Runners made people feel okay to buy these other ones.
And they have to keep reminding you how tight they are, which is why they come out every quarter.
Because I will say a lot of them I didn't care for.
no,
I
that's
cared
not
for
it.
Wave Runners the most. But then, like, once I started seeing them around in the public, I was like, oh, these other colorways ain't too bad.
But you're never buying them, right?
Well, I probably should because they're cheaper than Wave Runners.
They are.
Wave Runners
They're
are freaking 300.
still, even after they just got restocked.
I thought for certain this restock was going to be 220, whatever the new price is, 230, whatever it is. I consider, like, I tried for the blues and I tried for the yellows. I thought those were okay. Them is aight, you know what I mean? He says the blue ones were awful. But the price was right. Like we said, like, well, I won't say that's not full price, but I'm not paying. Actually, I would have when they released the Retro 300 for the Wave Runner, but I don't want to.
Yeah, of course you don't want to. But if you love the shoe that much,
to swallow.
Yeah.
Like,
so you've never owned them?
Never. I've never even. I see them in hand in stores, but like I've never owned them. Never tried them on. Nothing. Never resold them.
Unless I'm missing something here, I don't see a sneaker awards for 2019. I would assume it happened. But
who knows?
Oh wait, here it is. Got it.
That React 87 might be up there.
React. Well, I can't put it up there. They don't make it no more. It was one time.
They don't. Well, yeah.
They made 4 colorways of it, including a Kendrick collaboration, and then that was it.
What do you think about 720s? That was recent. That was within the 5-year window, I think.
The big air bubble ones?
Yeah.
I think those were disrespected. I didn't know why
they're some of the most comfortable shoes I've ever put on.
I don't know why people didn't gravitate towards those ones. Like, I really thought people were going to gravitate more towards those.
Yeah.
I thought the Be True colorway was fire. Them just at the outlet,
Absolutely.
I was like, man, those are just fire.
Yeah.
I thought of some of the other colorways
So
were
this
fire.
was 2019.
Sakai's, whatever that was called. What's that called? The React what? Something.
Yeah, I don't recall that one.
Yeezy Alien 380. It looks like is at the end of that.
Nope.
God,
That's
Sakai is
Sakai.
the only one.
I told you. That's Sakai Waffle to me. If we can use Sakai Waffle, that'd be my number one.
It'd probably be number one. I
think
guess.
that's the year that you hate though. 2019
Actually, you know what?
is the one you hate the most, right?
You're right. I would do 350 V2 then Sakai Waffle.
You would pick a 350 over Sakai Waffle
As best new model because
for yourself?
It's not whack. Like, it can't be like, is this one whack or better? Like, I think the 350 V2 is better than
No.
this. I'm tripping.
I'm going to stop you right now because you don't think that. You genuinely do not think that.
But I would put it up there higher because it has like 150 colorways or something like that.
That's cool.
And it's comfortable and it didn't go anywhere. It's primed in or whatever. Like, there's only 6 colorways of this OG one. The original Barney colorway, the green one,
Is that like blue?
nylon black, nylon white, that blue one,
Then like the all
another
like
black
white.
and another white one.
Yeah.
They were leather or something like that. I get it, but shout out to the homie for sending me that. Shout out to Curtis.
I don't know. It depends on if you consider it, but some of the shoes that were in the Virgil off-white stuff, you consider that new stuff or no?
You mean like
with the Presto count, or would any of those things he changed? He just changed it a little bit count.
Yeah, I think because he kept the actual silhouette the same, I wouldn't consider it.
But did he have a new model too? That foam one.
Well, some of them have to be new because those ones with the like rubber track spikes or whatever, Nike didn't.
Oh,
make
well,
those
that
before,
running
did they?
shoe, yeah, that's a brand new one.
Some of those got to be new.
Yeah, but they were. Oh yeah, that's considered new then because they were like waffles and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But they just redid the sole and whatever.
They
So
from
yeah, I
X
consider that a new
waffle.
model.
Yeah, no, I'm good on that.
I mean, you guys all hate those, so.
Absolutely.
What? No, I'm just trying to think of.
Oh yeah. When I was trying to think of new models, it wasn't a lot. The first
wasn't.
thing that came to mind was like J. Cole stuff, and I don't think they're that great. They're cool.
That's what I told you. I'm like, this is
But
kinda
it
tough.
wasn't a lot of Nikes. It was all Adidas. I mean, come on, Ultra Boost has to be considered up there. That's been past 5+ years. Ultra Boost.
No. 2015.
What, Ultra Boost? Okay, I mean 5 years. It said 5+ years, but
Oh, all right. Well, yeah. it'd be
I
6.
think the human race model was still good. The colorways they're doing from
So then
ridiculous
React
now.
87 might be number 2 for me then.
What's number 1?
Oh, I mean, Wave Runner, I guess, or Yeezy 700.
Sakai Waffle.
Oh, okay.
I don't like them that much.
He don't care for them.
I like the colorway that he don't like. I like the blue one with the like.
No.
silver
I
swoosh,
like
whatever.
it.
Oh,
It's
you don't like that one?
No, I like it. It's not better than the green and orange.
The green and orange was a lot better,
It's
but the blue
best
one's fire.
one. Yeah. Every single one is fire to me. I take all the black ones, the plain ones. I want all of them. Like, the shoe is just the most wearable shoe ever. I played football in it a couple of days ago. Flag football. Fam, I was running faster than I ever ran before.
Flag football.
I didn't know we was doing that. I thought we were gonna like. I was wearing them all day, and we went to a birthday party, and he said bring running shoes, and I thought like maybe we're like rock climb or something. I don't know why.
Fam, you get active.
I don't know
I'm
why.
not mad
but they
at
played
it.
flag football, and I was dipping in them joints. Them joints are a good shoe to work out
It
in.
made you faster.
I felt a little faster.
It's
did a
gotta
little
be the
something.
shoes.
It got to be the shoes.
You did that. What was that? Cleaning kit we shipped out. You cleaned them with that, and you were faster.
MJK, MG.
Yeah, you were.
Their dude videos is funny. You know?
That's funny.
I don't got nothing else I can think of. I mean, we said Olympic
NBA
wrap
free
up.
agency.
We already talked about that.
Huh? I mean, we talked about it a little bit last week, but more things have happened since then.
Wow, what you got?
I mean, and Don wasn't here, so I mean, Don got anything? Anything surprise you? Anything you looking forward to for next season?
I mean,
I hope LaMelo makes the Hornets.
His name ain't LaMelo.
Whatever his name is, Jello.
I know you were gonna bring it up.
I hope he makes the Hornets. He's earning a spot if you count for what he's doing in Summer League. You got to give him that, George.
No, he's not earning a spot because Summer League is meaningless, and you know that. We've seen players before we thought were going to be superstars in the NBA, and they're dookie sandwiches.
Whoa. I said earn a spot on the team from Summer League. I didn't say he's going to be fired in the NBA. If you consider
if he's
Summer
not
League,
even starting on the Summer League team, what does that tell you?
Damn. If you're doing what Summer League is to evaluate your players, and he's playing much better than I think we anticipated. Actually, hold on.
That doesn't mean you're making a team.
I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say he's playing better than I anticipated. He's playing better
than human
you
on
made
the
all of us feel anticipated.
Oh, no.
You trash ball kid. I mean,
yeah, you're right.
Now, and
that's because he sucks.
And he's playing good, right? Just say yes.
No.
Just say yes.
Playing well and playing better than people thought he would play isn't the same thing.
Is he playing good right now in Summer League?
I have no idea. What's good? Explain. Good. What's good?
Come on, man. Okay, is he playing okay?
I mean, are you asking me if he's putting up like some decent numbers for playing 20 minutes a game? Sure, but is he playing well, like to make an NBA roster? No.
You don't think he's playing?
What are you trying to get out of this conversation? I just
want you to give him his little props.
What little props? He's not an NBA player. If you can't tell watching that, he's not an NBA player. I can't help. I mean
you averaging about 14 in Summer League.
What does that mean?
I mean, you can play with grown men. That's what it...
Play meaning what?
Look, man, can you just say he's doing all right?
I said that at the beginning.
Doing all right. If he made the Hornets, would you be shocked?
Yes, completely shocked.
Okay.
Completely.
Okay. Amen.
I mean, literally, social media is doing what we've talked about for the last whatever.
Social
overtime.
media is
literally
more powerful
put
than anything.
Oh yeah, let's just show all his good clips right here, making a layup, getting a steal, whatever. But don't show him playing defense, trying to dribble, trying to pass. Don't do none of that.
No. Look, everybody has a role in basketball. Not everybody can driball and live in basketball right now. PJ Tucker can't do anything but play defense.
But PJ Tucker is a hustling player who plays defense and can block out and has NBA strength and whatever else you want to do.
And there are players who don't play defense and go give you a good solid 15. And that's their job. That's it.
And they're actually skilled and can play also play on the other end of the court. Your argument was like, people have roles. It doesn't matter because PJ Tucker's in the NBA. PJ Tucker being in the NBA,
PJ Tucker
being in the NBA may be inexplicable, but it makes more sense to me in a league where they want
I know what they want, but what people give them is two different things. If I can give you 15 and maybe 18 every once in a while, my defense is something I need to work on.
What if you give up 22? If you give up 22 and score 15, you gave me negative.
Yeah, but that's like Isaiah Thomas type thing. He's not a liability on defense.
If you try to ask Ball to guard Isaiah Thomas, you would have a scenario on your hands. That joint would end up on IG, Twitter, every...
Yeah. Isolation at the top of the key, yes. He's not guarding no Isaiah Thomas, okay.
I mean, you're just sitting here trying to tell me Ball Man's going to make the NBA roster. What?
I hope he does, man.
I understand hoping he does. I understand that.
I think whatever he's doing in Summer League right now, if Summer League is to evaluate,
no one's rooting against him making a roster.
Except you.
Why would I root against him?
That's what we want to know. The streets is asking.
What?
You know how many people send me clips like, damn.
At what point did anything I said sounded like rooting against?
Because you were angry people were rooting for him.
No. I'm angry at corn. I sent you the screenshot today. It literally said, LaMelo Ball 2 steps ahead of all his teammates. He's too fast for all his teammates or whatever that. What do you like?
That was a YouTube clickbait title. You want to put value in that. Nobody care about that.
So that's not a representation that's not a representation of social media acting with the balls. It's not? Is it or is it not?
No.
Is that a representation or not of how people treat ball heads?
Individuals on Twitter act? No. How Overtime and Ball is Life and all them geeks act?
So all the people in the comments on the threads don't act the same way?
Don't do that. People in the comments and stuff like...
So who are you talking about? You said, do people act that way?
Don't act like the comments on like a Complex or BR Kicks or hold any value. Because you see those comments, fam...
If 99% of it is corn, then who is on the other side?
Fam, LaMelo Ball get a dunk. I mean, Jello gets a dunk, and in the comments, yo, top 10 future star. That don't mean nothing in here. Okay? That means nothing. Okay. All right? Now, if the post of him getting the dunk, Sports Center says, up next, that's corny. Like, you got a dunk in Summer League. Relax, all right? That's corny. But the people in the Sports Center comments, fam, welcome to the league, big fella. All right, relax you. That's a little different. Corn from individuals tweeting out stuff is way different than Ball is Life, Complex Sports, esports, all this stuff.
Shannon Sharp went on television and said the most impressive player in Summer League that he has seen on the first night was LiAngelo Ball.
He said first night. That was that one night.
The most impressive player he saw.
One night. That was it. The one night. And he probably only watched one game, and you're talking about a talking head who was set up against another person just to talk.
So he's wrong.
No, he's just talking.
So he's wrong or not?
He's provide entertainment.
Is he wrong or not?
I don't know, because I didn't watch the first night. So I'm not going to say he's wrong. I'm not going to say that. He might have watched all 15 games that night, and it might have been the most impressive that night to him. Maybe.
No, I'm not saying to him. That's an opinion. That's irrelevant. I'm saying break down the opinion. That's what I'm asking you to do.
You can't do that.
Yes, you can.
He can't do that either.
That's what we do here.
No, we don't.
Yes, it is.
We say what we want, and then we do our best to try to break it down.
If that was the case, we would never argue about anything.
Look, like I said, everybody just couldn't. I mean, the DMs are full. Yo, did George see? He had 10 and 4. Did George?
I fully expected people to do that because all they see is overtime. Look at this layup. Look at this 3 he made. He's shooting 25% from 3. He can't play defense. He can't dribble. I mean, what do you want?
People's posting it. Summer League, NBA. People are posting it. He's doing okay.
People are posting it because it's like the Tim Tebow factor. They love the Ball family. The Ball family sells. I mean, you're not surprised by that, right? Like that everybody's putting the Ball family online? Of course they are. They're making all kinds of money off the Ball family.
You're right. It's a very intriguing family. I'm a fan of them.
Yeah. LeVar Ball is one of the most intriguing people in the entire galaxy. There's no doubt about that. He created his own luck, and not many people have the ability to create their own luck.
It's crazy.
You're right. Olympics. Anybody want to say anything? Did you watch Olympics?
Oh, I watched a lot this year. Okay, for some reason, I watched a lot more this year than I have ever.
Ever?
No, really? Yeah, seriously.
Oh, really?
I watched stuff
That's
that
a good thing, then.
No, it is.
Okay.
I enjoyed these like a lot. I was watching ping pong.
I'm done. Olympics were trash. I'm done with it. Shout out to the cyclist who got us the gold medal
How
lead
was Olympics
over China.
Trash? No, I'm really dead ass curious. I'm over here hype up, getting excited.
I am too.
And he just went, pop.
I understand because me and George go to lunch all the time, and he says a lot of other stuff. I get it, but this Olympics,
it was by far the most trash Olympics ever.
Why? Because I don't know.
Explain that why.
Because there was only like 3 superstars who actually performed. Besides, I'm talking about from U.S. Like, obviously, the Jamaican sprinters performed really well, so they deserve credit, whatever. But from the U.S., all the people that were hyped up, only like 3 or 4 performed. And it was all women except Caleb Dressel. He was the only man in our entire... Oh, Rai Benjamin. Sorry, I don't mean to throw... Rai is my favorite athlete from the Olympics, so by far he performed, but... And the U.S. 200-meter sprinters, they lost the gold, but they performed because they all ran like
So you're saying it was trash for United States?
It was trash. It was trash. Well, I mean, I don't root for other countries to win anything. I'm like, when it comes to the Olympics and anything the U.S. does, I become like the biggest like nationalist on the planet. I just don't. I just don't care. I don't like. I hate every other country anytime that happens.
I hate when you tweet stuff out like that too.
I hate them.
I looked on his
like
in his
Canada,
Twitter,
Australia,
and you see his Twitter. I'm like,
but
then what you saw next day, I was like, this Twitter feed will go back to its regularly scheduled program the day after the Olympics.
I hate China. I hate Canada. I hate. I'm like, yo,
unfollow for like 12 hours.
Hate them all.
I
for 30 days
understand.
or however many days it
See,
is.
I get that to a point, and I used to be like that, but now that I got Brazil in the house as well, so like I root for Brazil and I root for America as well. I have to. That little 13-year-old Brazilian girl that was killing it in
skateboarding.
Oh, that shit was fire.
That's fire.
Stop. I'm not hating on a child. Relax.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
Why not?
That joint was tight.
These suck. No, I'm joking. Go ahead. Darren Becker's a whack.
That's the sneakness.
Shoot you off Earth with Virgin Galactic.
I don't care nothing about whether they are a child or not when you're competing in the Olympics. You can hate on a child too in the Olympics.
In the Olympics,
you
you can.
can't.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't.
Yeah,
Because
you
a lot of the
can.
gymnasts are children.
they're
17,
all-
18 years old, and I'll be like, oh, you were whack. You fell. Ha ha.
Ha ha. You can in the Olympics.
No, you can't.
When you're performing for your country, yeah, you can.
No, you
Yeah,
can't.
you can.
I'm talking about a 13-year-old.
No.
16.
You gotta
okay.
watch. You gotta
17,
watch what
fine.
you gotta watch what
13,
you.
No.
You gotta watch what you say.
Yeah, for sure.
And I wouldn't go to Twitter hating on a 13-year-old kid, but you can be like, man, she sucks.
But she
You
bodied
can do that. But she, fam.
She bodied
my
that.
God.
Well, then-
all them skating girls.
You
Yeah.
like calling me a hater. You're a hater.
No.
Yeah,
you know
you
what?
are.
You know what this Olympics did for me? It made me appreciate the athlete more. I had never focused on the athletes like I did this
I don't know
one.
what that means.
It means like, remember I told you that when they were running the 1500. When they run the 1500 and you win. You run any track thing, you win.
Mm-hmm.
Gold, silver, now you get your flag, you run around, you kiss your family, you do all this.
Well,
but the
not
cameras,
anymore because
the
there were no
cameras-
fans.
Cameras follow you around.
Mm-hmm.
You run around the track. Your flag, yada yada yada. You don't even see the other people that race anymore. They don't even in a picture no more. This one, no fans, no nothing. I seen track runners on the ground like writhing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I had never seen that before.
They just put
And
their
I'm
body
like,
through
man,
it.
these cats have put themselves through it.
Yeah.
I was watching canoeing and rowing and stuff. And at first, when they were doing the talking and all that stuff, the guys like, man, what are you so buff for? Fam, if you ain't buff in a canoe, you ain't going nowhere.
See why?
Them cats was like this.
You have
the
to.
same motion never changed. Never like this, like a machine. And I was like, they didn't do off. They didn't like even get off a tiny bit. When they were trying to kick it and get it, bow, bow. The rowing, they were like this, never moved. Their muscles, I was like, oh yeah, you gotta be buff to do that. They were putting in work. I told you, George, when we was at the pizza joint, synchronized swimming. I've always watched synchronized swimming with my mom. It became even more impressive as you get older because I'm like, you doing all that and you ain't drowning? Like, that's a lot of work, fam. The track and field, I got an appreciation for other countries. I found it to be amazing that the U.S. had still never medaled in some categories. Not gold, never medaled in some
medaled at all,
categories.
yeah.
And then some of those we won gold. Fencing, we got a gold. We got, all these other, first woman wrestler, I think, got a gold or medaled. Or,
Well, the best part of the Olympics every year is when some unsung hero wins it.
I think the women supremely shined in the Olympics this year. And
Well, they won the majority of the medals. For
they
the
won
US.
Yeah, I would
majority of the
agree.
medals for the U.S. and all countries. I thought the women shined. Like, I thought this Olympics was like really like you focused on what they're doing, the skateboarding, the things, you're paying attention. You're like, man, look at that. That's crazy. Like, I'm sitting there like I was watching skateboard and it was like 16-year-old. I was like 16. I got my kids in the house like, man, y'all better
And they came
do
and
something
bodied
with
it.
yourself. Like, the swimming, watching the backstroke. The backstroke is such an event because of swimming is such an event because of the crowd, the atmosphere, the water, the splash. You really can't hear the water. Hearing the water in the swimming this time
Yeah.
was like mesmerizing. Hearing them do the pole vault and them yelling, I had never heard them yell like that. She was like,
Yeah,
"Ah,
like that.
ah!" Jumped over, "Ah!"
Yo, I had never
I was
watched.
like, I never heard that stuff.
I never watched handball like that. I watched
Fam.
handball for the first time.
What's the
refuse.
sport where it was
I've
like?
seen it before, but I
no, what's the
refuse.
sport where it was like soccer, but you?
Oh, that's another reason why I was
You
angry.
throw a ball.
That was the handball.
Is that handball?
Yeah.
Oh, I always thought handball was against the wall.
That's what I thought. So when they were
I'd
like,
never seen that
they were like,
before.
oh, handball's
It was
coming up.
fire.
I'm like, so you're against the wall just smacking a rubber ball?
Damn.
No,
I thought that was like. I thought that's what it was. I
No,
thought it was
this
like
was-
hitting the ball against the wall.
And-
I had never seen that before. They were throwing that ball like this.
and it was tight.
Fam, that joint was fire.
It's like soccer. It's like basketball. There's a basket.
No, it's a net. It was a
net.
soccer goal.
It was a whole.
And I was like, "Was it soccer with your hands?" But they were dribbling too. They were like, they were throwing
and they get up all crazy and just throw the shit out of it.
The French men and French women won in that, which had never happened before.
That was
clean
tight.
sweep like that. I was like, "Man, that's fire."
This is what I'm saying. For some reason, like when I grew up, or when we grew up, we watched the Olympics, but for some reason in our household, it was only like 5 events.
It was track,
gym, swim, basketball, and maybe like pole vault or like long jump.
Yeah,
something
you
like
watch
that.
the
all the
other
track and field events,
track and field things. Yeah,
but everything else would come on. My dad was like, "Get that shit out of here."
I wouldn't even go to the other channels that had it on. Never. But I was like, boy, look at them hit that ping pong ball. Boy, look at that fencing. Now, fencing to me is one of the wackest things I've ever seen in my life. But I was watching it.
I watched it for the first time, and I was like, okay, interesting, but I was watching it.
Yeah, I was like, this ain't nothing
like I said earlier,
tag with a fishing pole. But I was like, this is intriguing. Like, I never really paid attention to it.
I watched couples ping pong. I didn't even know that was a thing.
I watched boxing.
These Tokyo women were getting it in. Okay, I'm telling you, fam, when they put the ball like right here, and they throw that joint 8 feet in the air, and then, fam, no, they did. They held it like this. Just like spinning it.
Come on.
Amazing.
That's why I was like, you cannot appreciate this. Now, yes, did the U.S. dominate like we're accustomed to? No. But you have to appreciate the Olympics this year. You really do.
No, I don't.
I enjoyed it.
Don't get out of USA. It's over with.
I don't know.
You can appreciate the Olympics for what it is now.
Why?
I heard things and sounds and paid attention to things
First of
I
all,
had never
the
seen
coverage
before.
in this country is terrible. Number one, that's the thing that makes it the most whack.
You
have to watch it online. You have to watch it on the not when it's.
We had to watch
it
on Peacock. We had to watch it.
Well, I have a Fire Stick, so I streamed I had like 20 different streams, so I can watch everything.
I was just like,
you got to have the NBC Sports app up to watch everything.
It was just way too. I will say that. Like I was like, yo, what a game at? Oh, Peacock. I'm like, oh my god. Yeah.
And the other thing is, some of the other countries that are on the top of the medals thing, they don't win medals in like track and athletic events. They win medals in like badminton and shooting and ping pong.
I watch
That's
archery.
not a sport. I don't care
about archery.
I watch shooting too. Why not?
Those aren't sports.
It is a sport.
No, those are not sports.
Archery's not a sport?
Hunting and shooting, that's considered a sport. That's sports, no?
No. That's okay. It's not athletics. You can be 900 pounds and be a shooter. It's not. I mean, to me, it shouldn't be in the Olympics. To me,
it's about the precision. No. That's a sport.
I think it's about the skill.
That's not that doesn't make it a sport.
It does.
No, it doesn't.
I mean, if you don't, I don't know.
A sport is where you do something athletic. That's a sport.
No, man. Concentrating on a target and like that for a minute, and you hit that joint right on, B. And it's hot in Tokyo, and they got all that stuff on. You got to control your breathing.
How it's a sport.
I'm not gonna say it's a sport. I'm not gonna say it's not.
All right.
But I would never, if they want to call it a sport, I'm gonna call it a sport. They want to say, yo, this is a sport. I'm not gonna sit there and say, nah, it's not.
Especially not because then they'll shoot you with precision.
Yes, and they ain't missing.
It's not a sport.
Like I said, man, I love the Olympics this year. I really did. Yes, was it disappointing to see like how goofy some of our track people were? Of course. But it is what it is. Like,
shout out to Tokyo. Y'all put on a good show.
I thought it was pretty good, man.
I liked it.
The
closing ceremony was super tight.
I might tune into the Paralympics too. I just like the stuff. Huh?
Olympics was whack.
I enjoyed it.
So if the U.S. had won every single thing they were supposed to, would you have said that?
Yeah, it's fire.
Oh, whack. Don't do that.
I don't like when people underperform. I just don't. I don't like when that happens.
But I like seeing
if you
others
super
perform.
hyped up.
And I like seeing world records being created.
You're missing the you hate seeing your country underperform. Not people,
of course.
Because you're like, but you're like all the stars, all the marquee athletes didn't perform.
The upset is fine.
Those athletes don't be marquee here.
Relax.
In Jamaica, they ain't showing our people in Jamaica.
Relax, you.
Relax. Okay, they're not. They're not showing our runners in
the
Tokyo.
men's 200-meter dash. The Americans were favored. They lost, but guess what? They still performed because the guy who won just beat them. But in a lot of the other things that happened, the favorite was American and finished like 8th. No, I'm not cool with that.
I'm not cool with it, but you know what? That's his fault.
Whack. It is his fault.
Which makes it whack. And you can be happy for the other countries. Like, them three Jamaican
Hate
females.
them all. Hate you all. Hate all of you.
Them three Jamaican ladies, y'all killed it. Congrats. That was entertaining to watch.
Only one country I feel a little weird being like, is Russia. That's the only one I'm like, what? And that's the only, like, I don't know.
Like I said, in my household, I got to do Brazil. America all the time, but Brazil I have to.
I like saying Brazil, Jamaica, everybody. I just like...
It's our people. Kenya, when I see Kenya out there,
this goes back to
shout out to Kenya.
This goes back to our discussion.
I hate
The
England,
U.S.
Ireland, all the white countries.
The
I
U.S.
hate 'em
was
all.
whack. The U.S. was whack. But I'm not.
I hate
I'm not
Germany,
mad
I
that
hate
they
Russia,
won.
I hate all
I'm
of
mad
them.
that you didn't win.
Yeah.
Them.
Oh no, yeah, same thing.
I know, but
I'm mad that
that's
we're
my-
whack. That's why the Olympics are whack.
But I'm not like looking at them like y'all had no business winning.
No, I didn't say that.
No, you
but I
did.
still can hate them.
Kind of did.
No, we had. Yeah, you kind of did. And me and you had
No,
talks.
I did
you
not.
were like he had no business winning because he'd never won in his entire life
Okay,
before.
in specific events, that happens all the time. In specific events.
In the 100.
Not in
you
the
were
whole.
so mad the Italian guy won.
That man had never run under 10
So?
seconds in his life
So?
until
Bodied
May.
that, by
He did
the way.
today?
I watched that.
Until May.
He did today.
Never ran
Did today.
under
It
100.
doesn't
Never
matter.
under 10 seconds.
It only
Had
take one race.
No business winning.
One
He
race.
showed
No
up when he
cliche.
was supposed to show up.
What's the cliche?
Yeah, zero
one race at a
business
time.
He showed
Zero
up.
one
bit-
race
He'll
at a
win.
time.
He'll never win ever again either. I want to
too.
remember that.
He got a gold.
So
Trash
you won the one that
Olympics.
matters. I don't care about winning anything after that.
Who won
Exactly.
the 100 meters in 1972? You don't, but you remember Carl Lewis winning 4 goals in a row
That's different.
in long
That's
jump.
definitely different.
I mean,
Don't do that, dude.
That was definitely different.
whack.
He come
You
back-
remember? You remember Jesse Owens winning?
Okay, you're literally naming legends and heroes. Okay,
Let me just put that one time.
like, you're naming heroes. All right, like
So-
go act like the
So-
man won. He
so-
come back next year and win it again. You cool?
He's not going to.
Why not?
What do you mean? Why not? Because he's a nobody who came out of nowhere to win it. What are you talking
He
about?
can't be a nobody. He's a gold medalist.
Somebody
He's
now.
a nobody. If you can't name somebody who won a 100 in 1984, nobody.
It was Bruce.
I was gonna say that. Greatest, one of the greatest Olympics of all time. I watched the decathlon again. I haven't watched the decathlon. I had sparts over the years, but like since
Decathlon
Dan
was whack,
O'Brien.
too.
Huh?
Whack.
Fam, that Canadian man dominated in every single
He's
sport.
Canadian. I hate Canadians. I hate Canada. I hate Canadians. I hate everything about
The
Canada.
only part of the in Olympics.
I mean, you act like that's not. I mean, that's facts.
The only part of the Olympics I didn't like because it makes me uncomfortable watching it is the power runners or the power walkers. I can't stand it. It makes me uneasy
like
when I
it
see them.
too.
I can't. When they get to shifting like that,
It's like, nah, it reminds me when
I
you
get
was
uncomfortable.
when you was a little kid and your mom say, don't run. And you
yeah.
was like,
No one understands what's
I get-
cheating and what's not cheating.
I get uncomfortable. You can't like lift your feet up, or you gotta.
I
your
love it
Hips.
all.
Nah, I get uncomfortable. I don't like
love
that.
it. Man, seeing that lady get tripped up in her heat and then get up from last and win, fam, come on. And wasn't a U.S. runner? Come on, man. Impressive.
do it.
Shout
I mean, what was it?
There was a lot more
The
black
800?
German athletes, I
The
thought.
U.S. The 800 is one of the events the U.S. excelled in. A thing moved. She's fired. 19 years old. Let's go.
That's not. It was the 800. I don't remember what it was.
And she
Because
won the
ended up
800
winning the
by
race.
miles.
Well, shout out to her, man.
And she was the anchor leg on the 4x4.
Shout out to the
Fire.
U.S. Olympic gold winners.
Shout out to everybody who won the
Nope.
Olympics, man. Shout out to everybody. Man.
Nope. Trash Olympics.
I got nothing else. Don, I appreciate you coming through. George, I'm glad you came through today.
Everybody out there, listen to the new Nas album, King's Disease 2. Crazy fire.
I haven't listened to it yet.
That's all I'm gonna say.
I haven't listened to it yet. You listened to it yet? Because King's Disease 1 was fire.
This is better.
Oh, whoa.
Trust me. No, listen. I love King's Disease 1. It was my favorite album. This is better. Listen to it.
And then if he would have put both these albums together, with the greatest album in history, then
You'll see.
I'm going to listen to it then. All right. Let's think this. All right.